Oh, you said that.
I know.
So we have returned. And we're back live. And I doubt that the widget thing is still upgraded or updated in any way, shape, or form.
Probably not.
Probably not. So, unfortunately, Zach had to leave. Yeah.
Poor Zach.
Did you move around the name tags?
No,
It's fine.
I'm Phoenix.
I didn't.
I'm Sky.
No, I'm Sam.
And you're Lydia.
So, Lydia.
And
So,
you're Phoenix. I'm sorry. You poor
I
soul.
did say that.
You poor creature.
it's okay
Someone needs to put
because
you out of your misery.
Jake is now Zach.
Identity the fraud at its finest.
Let's do a body hopping episode.
What?
Let's
We
not
all
do
get
that.
cursed where we have to go into a different person's body and our abilities are theirs and whoever's in our body has to use our abilities.
Oh,
I'd like to see
God.
someone try to play Xander.
I'd be amused to see any of you play as
Oh,
Kyle.
I want to play
We
as
need
Kyle.
to like put.
You guys
names in
all
a
want to
hat.
play as Kyle.
We'd like have to put names in a hat and do it
Yeah, I
that
can blow
way.
shit up with the grenade launcher.
I think the only one that would be bad to get would be yours.
Why?
what about Morrow?
Because we don't have that level of crackheadness.
Tank.
You can try.
Tanking is not hard.
I mean, I'm sure they'd be running around after bunnies a while. Like, ooh, this is fun. I can
If
sense the
tanking
bunny.
was
I'm chasing the
hard,
bunny.
then
I'm
I
running
would
through the
learn
air
how
after
to
the
tank
bunnies.
in half a
Honestly, I would do that if I were
session
you,
as
like for a
Xander.
day.
It's simpler than like a main caster class,
Or a bard.
definitely, but
I love
Okay.
my board.
A
Thank you,
kleptomaniac,
sir.
psycho, undead bard.
Bard is a feat or a test of personal strength. If you can survive past 3 combat sessions as a bard, you're doing pretty good. If your group has not killed you in some way, shape, or form within 10 sessions, you're doing
Almost.
fantastic as a bard.
Almost.
We've got 9 more sessions to go.
Somehow,
See
by
how
some
it go.
off means, the bard is able to get all the way to the end of the campaign, which is about as rare as a ranger doing it.
It doesn't count.
Then,
It doesn't count for you. You joined at the end of the campaign.
then that bard goes down in history.
Mean Jake.
But
I'm not being mean. I'm being realistic. It doesn't count for you because you joined right at the end.
But
Yeah.
she has a couple things going against her. She's a Kender. The
bitter
most
Kender.
hated creature in like the multiverse.
A bitter kid.
And not only that, but she's a vampiric Kender. So even the few creatures that enjoy life that might like her, because she's undead, are going to hate her.
No one loves you.
And even the
I know.
undead that might like her are going to freaking hate her. Because
No
would
one
you want to
loves
spend
you.
eternity with that?
No. I don't want to spend 5 minutes with that.
You're stuck with me. I'm here for you.
The only
just
thing
gave
you
the
got going
princess
for you.
chained up and just
The
chased
only
Cynthia
thing you
back.
got going for you is we were born in the same region.
We could
That's
just
the
chain you
only
up,
thing.
give you to the princess, and take Cynthia back.
Then I previously
Cynthia's
known you,
gone.
and I'm an ally to you.
She's in the same
You
plane.
did.
We could probably portal her over to
not
me
like
if
me
you
too.
wanted.
No, I said it.
I
know
don't understand
you.
why. I'm
Calls
I'm
Crystal.
friendly with everyone.
Crystal, we need Cynthia. We're in a major combat phase. Can you just teleport her to us? She'll understand. You don't even need to ask her. Just do it.
Alright, so
Cynthia
anywho.
shows up like in her underpants. It's like, wait a minute.
You can still cast opposite hater like that. Get to work, bitch.
It's like, hey
Wow.
Cynthia, we're just all sitting around the campfire.
That's so bad.
Xander's just like,
Kyle is above such
I mean, I
concerns
am
as your
picking out of
modesty.
a
Let's be
timing
honest.
outfit
He's
for
not
her
even. He's
now,
a
so whatever
6
I
months
pick,
old.
That's what she's gonna be wearing when you guys summon her.
I already know what Xander's
So I
is
could
gonna
put her
be.
in some underwear.
Baggy black t-shirt with wing holes in it.
Anywho, so you
So he
following
can
the
always-
road south to
Yes.
Smugglers?
Aye.
Do you want me to do that
Or
tinker
are we doing
roll?
the flying thing?
Okay, so
Yeah, I thought we were
yeah,
gonna
so
do
you ordered
flying.
the anti-grav back unit for Zach.
Yep, with the extension on the back that I can make look like
Yeah.
a
And this
rocket.
happened off stream, so I'm just gonna let the 20 that you rolled go for it.
30-20.
So yeah, since he left, I'm not gonna.
Okay.
I was hoping to have a little RP and let him try it out and see if he face planted into the mud.
That
We
would
did
be
give him the flying
hilarious.
candy before, so he should be familiar with the concept of flight.
Yeah, but using an anti-gravity pack or a jet pack is completely different from having wings.
That is true.
So realistically,
It would
would've
be
been-
different.
I would have made him do a dexterity roll, and if he got through with it, okay, then no prob. If he didn't, it would have been hilarious.
That's true.
Or if he completely fudged it,
Where'd
then
my
he might have
sticky
ended up
go?
like the last death of the last one
Which one?
that's still smeared across the front of the turtle card.
There was nothing on that sticky note. You could have just grabbed another
It's
one.
my sticky note. I love the sticky note. I won't commit to
Alright.
the sticky note.
So, who's driving?
I'll try.
So did we want to go aerial, or do we want to stay on the cart and drive through the town?
Can I take control? I want to see
What's your dex?
No.
my dex.
No.
Um,
I'll cast
No.
guidance.
It's an 18 and I
No.
have an 8 with it.
Wait.
Wait.
Say that one more time.
Here, just look.
Okay, a 4.
I'm high. Okay, it's hard to explain.
You said 8, and I'm like, at 18 you don't have a +8. I have a +6 at 22.
Yeah. Yeah, I looked at the save info.
I'm okay with driving right now.
Please.
Yeah, let's not let the kinder drive.
Well, honestly, I don't have to roll. You'd have to roll. If you bomb it, you crash the cart. The cart.
I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna drive. I'm just gonna leave it at
Why
that.
don't we drive until we get to the water edge?
We have to go by the Smugglers place. But
One penny.
Smuggler's
if
Rest.
we don't, toss a live grenade in there and we're quiet, they shouldn't notice us.
hypothetically, so
Unless it's
Basically-
like that one place that I went to where I
Although
just
time in
strolled
Toga
up.
is different. Maybe.
no, it's not. It's actually running the same right now. So it's,
That
thanks to
one
my
where I
cinema.
just strolled up and they're like, "What are
I
you doing?"
created the
I'm a
timer
photo
lock
blogger. What about
point
your friends?
because of the cinema. You were there for the opening. You guys didn't realize that? There's
The
a
cinema?
yeah. Well, that's when we time lock this plane into our time lock, right? If I'm not mistaken.
So just
Who
kind of
carved
mashed
a
it.
pentagram into
Matched
this
it. That's
table?
what I meant.
What?
So what?
Someone carved a pentagram on the table.
That's
What?
Where?
It's right there.
Oh yeah, it's very tiny.
Then I
yeah,
give
but
them.
there's a tiny pentagram there. A very small one.
Does it look like that one?
No,
I see.
I don't know. It just has a circle, star.
Can you see it?
No, it's not that tiny.
Crap.
Okay, so wasn't me.
Whatever. Never really cared.
You're being
That's not a
haunted.
pentagram, that's a pentacle.
Yeah, I don't need to be hearing about that shit.
But if you're holding
I'm
it
a
like
little
this,
superstitious.
Yeah.
It's a good
If
one.
you're holding it like
But so basically, is the road now? There is a little space after Smuggler's Rest before you hit the water at the end.
dying.
So I guess, generally speaking,
Drive for an hour till you get
It's
there.
gonna die before your phone's
at
fully
max
charged.
speed we just blow by Smuggler's Rest. I guess would be
That's
the
fine.
It's got
unless
like
we're trying to go stealth,
half
which
of a
I.
bar
I don't
left to charge.
You tell me. Are you going full speed? Are you going?
How do you want me to cross past Smuggler's Rest at full speed or stealthy and quiet?
Full speed. Run anyone we
Max
see
speed.
over.
Alright, the party has spoken. I literally gun it at Mach
Don't
50.
stop for anything. Nothing.
People.
Nothing at all. Hold on, you're on the roof.
No, I'm inside.
No,
I'm fitting inside.
last time you were on the roof.
you
Is
and
it
Alright.
Kyle on the roof.
I
No,
secured
I've
anyone
been
on
in
the
the cart
roof
the
Then
entire
how would
time.
you
to the
cart
bench
able to see
a
the
little bit
At
more.
body
speed.
falling?
I didn't.
Yeah.
You
Okay.
No, I did not. I was in the cart.
We see people
chilling
look at
and
us
eating weed
confused.
popcorn.
Everybody make a dexterity roll.
And the driver.
Dex
Okay.
check,
Yeah,
everyone.
that's 5 people.
Saving
Okay.
throw.
What are
Now,
you talking about?
The cart's
Zach,
maximum capacity.
Fee, Lydia, and Morrow are on the top, right?
No, well, I'm inside.
21.
You never said
My
that you were.
dexterity.
You never
inside.
You rolled
specified.
a 1?
No, I said a 21.
Oh, 21, okay.
25.
I wanted to be inside. What we're rolling a
Dex.
Dex.
Okay. 30, 20. 10.
Am I rolling?
Yeah, all of
you're
us.
on the roof.
I said
No,
everyone.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I am in the cart.
Okay,
I
you're in the
never
car.
told
Still have to roll.
you.
I had to roll it too, and I'm in the driver's seat, so all of us. 13 plus your dex.
15.
Alright, so you rolled a 10. And you're inside. Now, as you're speeding along, you see how there's that bit of a turn as you come towards it.
Oh
We're about to roll
No,
around a turn, aren't
we're
we?
much closer. We're down here.
No. 2 cards destroyed in one day.
You mean right at the top of Smuggler's
I wonder
Notch?
how the
Yep.
first one happened.
Right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. As you're taking that curve, okay, you're coming across the blind alley. You come into the swamps, which is pretty open, where you see all these scraggly trees and water on the side. Okay. And then you come into the swamps of like cypress trees that are overbearing the swamp with their little tendrily leaves coming down. And as you come around this corner, you are confronted with an entire bazaar of carts, tables, and other equipment.
We're
no!
about
As
to
you
go
go
through a
barreling
fucking
through them.
marketplace.
You start skipping and hopping as you get bowled up around one side, off one side, as you're running over these carts and small stalls, and people are running like crazy. Basically, imagine the scenes that you've probably seen from the 80s movies of someone driving a car through a mall. And
My character's laughing.
all of you are
hysterically.
able to hold on to your seats, except for Morrow, who goes bouncing all over inside of the cart. Okay?
I just go like this.
Now, you said you were in the cart.
I'm in
You
the
were
car.
driving.
I'm driving.
The two of you agree that you were outside, right? Okay.
Yes.
So, now, I need all of you to do another dex roll.
God damn it.
This was not what I intended. Nat 20.
Okay.
21.
10.
12. I rolled a 12 this
You're
time.
able to
20.
duck out of the way as
21.
Morrow comes
22.
bouncing off of the wall next to you and misses you by like this much with a flailing arm.
Why
The
do you
next
keep rolling
bounce,
low?
she goes flying and slams right into Jake.
What'd you make?
22.
Okay,
Take
what'd you make?
4
Eris?
points bludgeoning damage.
I need the other D20s.
And you rolled a 12.
They
How
rolled
many? 4?
These
So
OD
2 because
12.
I resist.
Not that one.
Huh?
2 because I resist bludgeoning.
Try these.
That one was
Okay.
awful.
You take 3 points slamming into the walls. Okay. You take another 6 points when you slam into his metal arm that gouges into your back as you slam into
So
him.
it's
I should have just reflected
3.
the damage like I have never done before.
So it's how much in total?
I forgot I
9.
had that
9.
ability.
9 bludgeoning damage.
I feel like at that
And-
point,
and
if
would you
Xander
roll,
was safe,
Eris?
he would have
I
asked
rolled
the
21.
armor to
Okay,
just
so you guys all
bounce
made
her
21,
off.
so you guys should be
22.
good.
Okay. And you two are holding on to the seats, huge smiles on your faces, watching everyone go out of the way. Okay.
I'm laughing. I'm just laughing.
Is there any significant tip? Well, my turtle cot's a freaking metal
Let's
box.
go!
I will run down anything. It's brutal.
You got produce going off. Your windshield no longer has blood on it. It's been washed clean from
Just picture
liquor bottles
How
that
many,
have smashed
how many
across.
people have I crushed, or have I actually managed to avoid the people? Am I avoiding the people? Can I make maybe a
Just
roll to
picture
avoid the
Make a
people?
dexterity check
cabbages.
to avoid the roll.
I'm not going to risk the cart for it.
To be able to
Like
safely
cabbages?
avoid
I'm gonna
people.
try the last airbender.
17 plus my yes.
cabbages!
23.
23.
Why?
I don't know, it's just a quote.
Yeah. 17 plus 6. 23.
Dodge. Dodge.
Yes.
Dodge.
Oh.
Oh, expert
I don't
dodge.
remember what I
Saves a kid when he dodges. So yeah, you think you're about to run over a kid, and you see this lady pull her out of the way.
You have to realize I'm Kyle, not Curtis. I can't run over
Yeah.
innocent people. I will feel horrible about it.
Okay.
I'll
As
do
you
it.
come up over this little bump,
Ooh.
okay, you gain some air.
I believe I
And
can fly.
as you slam down, you
believe I
crash
can
into this orc that was just standing there staring at you. And you hear thump as he goes underneath you.
Do I have to make the con save? I know my character. I've read it. Okay.
No.
This is a con
You
save.
didn't watch him die.
Okay, I
You
just
just
murdered
know he's
someone
dead.
innocently. I think
And
we
you
hit
did-
something.
and you did not attack him directly.
Okay, good.
Thump. Xander, what was that? A watermelon?
I'm trying to say that happened because that would be hilarious. I'm driving. What happened, Alexander?
Right into
And you can see the lake ahead of you, okay, shrouded in mist, where there's docks going out to a whole bunch of these flat-bottomed boats that have lanterns hanging from them. Make another dexterity check to try and
All
see
of us.
him first. What are you doing as you see this dock quickly approaching you? Less than 50 feet away at this
Hit the
point.
brakes, hit the brakes, hit the brakes, hit the brakes, hit the brakes.
Slow down as quickly and safely without rolling the cart as possible. You get the semantics of this. This road is not very durable. Dex check.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
19 plus my dex, 25
She's
plus.
quoting it because it's a quote movie. Xander, what was that?
Did I murder people on the way? Did I hit the last cart and murder everyone?
Alright, what was your roll again?
25.
Okay.
Oh no.
As you put on the brakes, it's all mud.
Oh
Okay? Your wheels lock up and you start sliding and skidding. You're able to keep it from skidding too far off the road in any direction. And
It's a
as
child.
you try to release the brake and get it to go again,
It's like a whole
okay, you
group
hit
of
something, you're not even sure
children.
what.
It was a
and one of the
watermelon, don't
wheels
worry about
breaks.
it.
It was a few watermelons.
So the entire
It was a small
corner of the
watermelon.
turtle wheel
Digs
dives
into the
down
mud.
It was
into
a
the
small
mud.
watermelon.
And as it dives down into the mud, you start spinning and rolling towards the dock.
Turtle shell going
Everybody
back
make
in the
a
water.
dexterity check. You get disadvantage.
Nat 20.
Hey, I donated something, by the way.
15.
Oh yeah, so
15!
I have a 28 in total
With
with it, my nat
disadvantage,
20.
Yeah, I rolled
so.
a 19 and 12.
15.
23.
So what'd you get total?
15!
15. Roll a d6.
Oh
23.
no! 6!
What about you?
Okay. What'd you roll?
What were we rolling?
Dex.
Dex.
I rolled a 6!
16.
Natural 20.
15.
16.
15 total.
Yep.
16.
16.
23.
23.
What'd you roll on the d6?
What was your original roll?
6!
As you're spinning around, you are... Have you ever been on the Gravitron?
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
That's how it feels. You are plastered upside down. Okay? Okay. Now, the two of you inside, you don't see this because you're trying to get the cart and you're just seeing this like world spin around you. Okay? But you see her right in front of you, upside down on the back door of the cart.
Oh no.
As it comes around, because I rolled a good one on the last part of that save, okay, you slam into one of the pier posts. As you do, the back door pops open and she goes flying out. Make another dex check.
Disadvantage!
No. I'll let you do straight on this one.
Oh my god!
You nat 1.
6!
No. The dead dogs
to
want
see
you
it.
to die.
The two of you on top get to see it. As the door pops open, you turn around to see Morrow go flying out.
It's a fucking
Over.
missile.
You see her bounce
Missile
across
tree.
the mud on the bank, leaving like this like splatter of mud everywhere as she goes bouncing off into the water with a splash.
Do
Okay.
I take damage?
Take another 2 points damage. This guy looks like she's about to
That was a-
cry or pass out.
That was a good use of 100 points. I liked that. I take my question back earlier. I hexed Sky.
That's why you had disadvantage.
No! That's why she had to roll a d6 minus 6 on your roll.
15, you would have passed. You would have been fine.
That's for hitting my arm!
Oh god, the players were
I don't even care that I'm hurting. I'm down to 139 health.
Oh no.
That was beautiful.
Alright. Now, I want you to make a wisdom check, Scott.
Zach's watching! Zach saw that! Claymore
18
powered
on
off
my
in the
wisdom
corner
check.
of the cart. He's just
18
in
on my
power
wisdom
sumo.
check.
Okay. You're not sure what happened. You remember bouncing around, the world flying by you in every direction possible. Okay? And all of a sudden, it's dark. It's cold. It's wet. It hurts. It smells really bad and fills you as you go to take a breath,
Oh no!
not thinking so much where you are right away. And you realize, shit, I'm underwater. Breathing's not the best idea.
I wonder if she'll be able to get
And
herself out of this water this
You
time.
also realize you're not naturally floating. So you've never had to swim where you don't naturally float. So I want you to make another dexterity check.
He realized he forgot his charger.
No.
That one.
Are you serious?
Oh my god,
Can I go see if I can get her? Maybe.
Can I stop the cart? Let's stop
I
there
can't
so we
get
can
you,
maybe
but
have an
you
action
told
to
me
to
assist
go
the
there.
situation.
Oh, the cart stopped.
Yeah,
Okay.
you slammed into
Yeah.
one of the posts on the pier. That shit's
Okay,
done.
So we'll get back to the drowning tree in a moment. Hi, Axel. Yep. We see your charger right here, and we kind of laughed about 2 minutes after you left, and we saw it, and you were already down the road.
So, basically,
Hey, Kyle.
I hop out of the driver's seat. We should probably vacate the cart right now. The thing struck you. It ain't moving. What's up?
You turn around, you see the back door's wide open.
I look around.
Kyle?
Where's Morrow?
There's no Morrow.
Kyle, Morrow became a bird.
she flew out the back!
I know she can shapeshift. You
You can hear
confuse
the
the
girls
fuck
on-
out of me.
You can hear the girls outside laughing.
Did she shape change?
No, she flew out the back.
Can I go get her? Can I
Like
go see if I
an
can
elegant
get her?
missile.
Where is
tree.
she?
To jump in.
I don't know. She's somewhere out the back.
I go to the hole in the ceiling.
Make a Constitution
Where's
check.
Morrow?
What?
Where?
I think she's in water.
Fucking A! You see me run over to the closet, get the rope that I have in the closet.
18.
Kyle's running
That's
out
a
on
Constitution
you.
saving throw.
Yeah, I don't have an add to it, so it's just 18.
Wow.
As you jump in the water, you remember, shit, vampires hate moving water. And you sink straight down to the bottom.
Do I see it?
So, can I make a dex check to tie it to the bottom?
Hold on.
I forgot I'm
Hold on.
dead.
You get to the bottom, and you look around for a moment, and first thing you think about is, wait a
can't
minute, I
breathe.
should be drowning. Then you remember, oh yeah, I haven't breathed in like a couple hundred years.
Can I just start walking on the
Make a
bottom?
perception
towards her?
check.
Oh god.
See, Mara.
Not 20.
Not 20. She's
About 15 feet ahead of you, in the dark, you can see Morrow, who looks like she's trying to swim up, but instead she's swimming that way.
Can I
Just
swim
going
to her?
like this.
Okay.
Like my full movement, if I can
So,
do that in water.
Make an athletics check.
You got this.
Not 20.
I have a 1.
This ought to be interesting.
13.
Okay? You reach to her, you reach out.
Mm-hmm.
Morrow,
yes, God.
A cold,
You're trying to
slimy
reach the
hand
surface.
grabbed you.
okay, you have no idea how deep you are. How long do you have to keep swimming in order to get to the surface? And then you feel something grab your foot. A cold, death cold hand has reached out of the darkness of the
Do you
liquid
have some
and
kind
has
of telepathy?
grabbed upon your foot and pulls slightly.
That's like you must be having a ball.
I'm going to
Oh my
flail.
god, the last time she was in water, she attacked me. Now she's in water again and is gonna attack
I'm
the
gonna
fucking
flail.
bard.
Because that's
Make a-
something I do.
Make a strength check.
Oh god.
Me?
No.
Her. Yours is coming next.
17 plus my stat.
So total of
23.
23. Fee,
Bard goes flying
make
through
a
the
dexterity
water.
check.
Just me.
You've got this.
As you grab her foot, she flails and kicks at you.
15.
And hits you right in the face. Roll roll D4 damage plus your strength modifier.
You break my fucking nose.
But
7.
You take 7 points of bludgeoning damage to the face, and because it's from a living entity who's been blessed by the earth, you take the full damage. So you feel your entire face go shmush.
Wait, so how much is it? 7?
7.
Okay.
You definitely have a broken nose.
So can I like try to flail to the surface?
Can I try shouting out to
Now,
her?
I want you to make a strength check. Do you hold on to her foot?
Oh my god.
You got this.
God damn it!
She has a -1. There's no way.
15.
13. You have a -1 to your strength.
Yeah, but then oh yeah, 13.
13.
Okay. Now I need you to make a roll to see if you can pull away from her.
God damn it!
Strength
Calm
check.
down.
18 plus 5, 6.
No problem. You pull her foot pulls right out of your
Shit.
hand.
Hand
Can I
comes
try to
off with
flail to the surface?
Make another wisdom check to see if you can figure out which way is up yet.
11.
She starts swimming in the same direction she was swimming a
Can I
moment
go
before.
up and wrap my arms around like her chest and just start swimming up?
How to kill the bard.
I
You
the
watched-
only thing that can kill me is either magic or silver weapons.
Alright.
Come at me.
Blessed.
Come at me.
The 3 of you that are left on the shore, okay?
I'm still in the cart.
Yep. You watched her jump forward, dive into the water, and she hasn't come up.
Carol, this is taking too long.
Morrow hasn't
It's
come
my
up.
turn.
Can I get off of the cart and just stick my head underwater to
Okay.
see if I see them?
Sam turns around and
Sam?
has asked you. Kyle has turned around and asked you about it. Okay, and that's where we're at with you guys right now. And you're still laughing hysterically on the roof, I'm guessing.
Can I get out and just
Probably.
stick my face in the water to see if I see them?
Okay, so you're gonna go the next 10, 15 feet to the water.
Yeah.
And okay, submerge your face and do a perception
But
check.
now if my arms are around you, just look back.
I don't
Still
see anything.
probably to me.
Okay.
I've forgotten
like,
how to
I
turn
see.
take the
around.
rope out of the
Before
closet and run
Ooh.
out.
Oh,
Okay.
pretty
Tie
light streaming
said
through that
rope.
one
I take a
hole in the
can I do
entire
perception
No,
check to
no,
see
I
if
stick
anything
my
is coming
face in
from
to
the
see if I
bazaar I
can see,
ran
and I
through
keep my
about
eyes closed.
70 feet away. Let's not forget.
If it
Okay.
asks me to
Guidance
save
on
me
him?
last control.
That's a touch.
You're too far away from me.
I failed it.
Just
What'd you roll?
11 total. I rolled a 2.
Eric's
Oh,
just
that's
like
enough to see that there are people starting to get up who are looking down at the pier, extremely pissed off,
Oh no.
Can I?
picking up weapons and
Kyle, we
torches.
gotta go. Or rather,
And with that roll, you're not quite sure what type of carts you just ran through, or exactly
children.
what they're picking up right now.
Poor children.
We could just simply say, hey, we
Can I
lost
pull my
control.
face out of the water and look back at the cart and see if I
Well.
see anything? Like
Sure, make a perception roll.
8,
What did you roll?
7. I'm not doing
Yeah.
great today.
You see about the same as he does. A bunch of people appear to be grabbing torches and walking towards you.
Kyle.
Torches.
I go to the corner, one of the podiums for the
You having fun yet?
things, secure the one end of the rope,
Let me help you.
tie the other around my jacket and
Just
my
turn
center
around,
mask,
like,
and
twist
dive
your
in
head
after
around.
Sky.
You're kind of like
While I'm
hugging
tying the
her.
knot, I activate the telepathic
Yeah,
crystal.
now I have arms
To
wrapped
Sky, you can
around
hear
you.
me, fine.
Okay.
Using the telepathic crystal. So
I
you,
wanna respond back. It's dark.
You-
It's
you can't-
dark. I'm
You
in
hear
water.
it in her head.
I tell
She's
you,
freaking out.
Somebody
I'm-
touched my foot.
I'm coming down. Grab me, and I dive. Do I make an agility check, a dex check to dive?
Yeah.
Kyle gets stuck underwater too.
It's
God.
on-
Landed on the crack.
And then on the crack. 18
18.
plus my athletics is somewhere
Perfect
acrobatic.
dive.
Perfect
Now
dive.
make a constitution roll.
Constitution.
Saving throw.
Oh my god.
7.
What have you done?
Okay.
What have you done?
Okay, now make a perception roll.
17.
You could see the bard face has been smushed. And
I got
little
indented.
trickle of blood coming out of her nose that
And you
is
just
now
hear me
flat
over-
on her
over
face.
The communicator. Something touched my foot.
Alright? You can see Morrow, who instead of swimming up to the surface, is swimming that way. Okay? And you can see the bard reaching up, and just as you go and see him, is when she pulls away and kicks her away and starts swimming off into the distance
All right, with the
at a fast pace.
Oh
Stop moving.
what? I'm gonna stop. Do I sink?
Yes. You're finding yourself sinking as well.
Do I hit bottom?
This is not normal water.
I don't breathe. That doesn't
Yeah.
faze
Do I
me.
hit bottom?
Not yet.
Can I reach her?
I think at this point it's time to go back to them, and then we can do
Yeah,
another one
okay.
just for a time frame. But are you doing anything except watching the show?
I'm laughing my ass off.
Okay.
I'm gonna get on
So-
the cart and just offer you. a
You've been
glass of water.
kicked in the face, and she pulled away from you. What are you doing?
Run away. Put those little feet on the floor and run away.
And how are you reacting to being told to stop? Do you stop?
I kind of just like try to like stay in one place.
Start
Alright, so
spinning.
she stops.
Can I
She's
use
just
my
spinning.
sending spell on her?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I need to roll for that, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Wow.
25 words.
Me.
Just say it.
It's me, you fucking idiot.
Hey! Tree, it's me! You fucking kicked me in the nose! Let me help you!
Oh, that was. I'm gonna. Can I reply back? Oh, that was you? I'm so sorry. I thought it was this random ass thing grabbing my foot.
You slimy little imp dick!
This show's talking to Abby.
You slimy little imp dick.
Uh-oh. Make a wisdom check.
You did.
What? I didn't
Oh my
use vicious
God.
mockery!
You still used mockery
9.
as a bard.
9.
Fuck.
Yeah.
B. Roll your psychic damage.
You're gonna want to
Wait,
start running.
psychic damage?
Yeah, you insulted her.
Oh my god, run.
It's a free
It's only
action.
fair.
You
You kicked
insult
her in the
people
face and
directly.
completely crushed
It
it.
causes vicious mockery.
Okay.
Is her vicious mockery different than mine?
Yep.
D4.
Shit.
Would I add my spell modifier? No? That's good.
1. Oh, thank
1.
God.
Her voice gives you a headache.
I'm just gonna pouch like.
It's like a hangover and someone's yelling in your ear.
Since I have the telepathic communication crystal open, could I talk to other people I haven't connected to, like Eris and Jake?
Can
We're
I
just sitting
go
on the
swimming
cart.
I know you are.
I'm dying of laughter.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Well, if you don't pull us out and that crowd gets to us, we'll probably die.
gonna
So you
grab
might want to
her
be
hand.
assisting or.
Okay.
Dude,
you
I'll
know.
help
Do
hold
not
off
fucking
the
attack
crowd.
me.
Well,
I
one of
know
us can
something
drown.
else.
So then
So save
Can I
them.
start
I'm
swimming up?
trying.
I'll hold off the
As
crowd.
like, fast as my face can go.
You take
if I
one
can do
side, I'll
that.
take the other.
Do I
I'm
need to
not
go in
moving anymore,
athletics?
so.
She's not fighting you at this point,
I
so
know.
at this point you're working together for it. I'm not gonna make you roll.
Which side do you want of the cart, the left or the right?
Do
Well,
you need me to
Because
come back
Xander
down for
has
you?
no qualms
I'm-
killing innocents.
Can you just
I'm
commentary
holding
when I
onto
get
a
over to the
rope.
crowd?
to get us to the surface.
What?
You don't know that, but
Yeah.
Maro does.
Mind if I?
What? Why are you using that?
You'll see.
You gonna clean the people? Like,
Okay.
what the fuck?
Where did you
We're
get
two
the shirt?
different things.
Thaumaturgy is
Spend-
very different from prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation is cleaning. Thaumaturgy is intimidation on an extreme steroid level.
Prestidigitation is a basic arcane magic trick.
Oh, I have that.
Thaumaturgy is a clerical parlor trick. So
Then
while
how do I have it?
prestidigitation might make like music appear, notes or bright lights. Okay, thaumaturgy would make the ground rumble.
My voice
You know,
boom.
lights flare up. You know,
Take
things
my
that you would do in
herd of
order to, as
bitchin'
a
in the
priest, to try
kitchen.
and make your god look really
What
powerful.
about
Yeah,
so how do I
thought
have it?
hot?
What, thaumaturgy or prestidigitation?
Thaumaturgy.
Yeah, because of your demonic ancestry. So you can make your eyes glow. You can shake the earth around you. You can make your voice loud and
basically a
booming
horror-
like
a
you're
cheap-
through a microphone.
It's basically a cheap horror
Yeah.
jump scare.
Yeah.
I remember the last time I tried to use it, it was to hide a coin purse, and it just kind of fell over.
Yeah.
And the lamp next to it went flying.
Thaumaturgy wouldn't really be used for something like that.
It's not mage hand.
See, I wasn't told, so all of a sudden I tried to use it in a panic to make sure an innocent...
So now that they're not fighting, can I make a dex roll to see if I can reach him?
You're sinking. You're a piece of metal
your
in
movement?
water.
30. I think it was supposed to be 40. I think that was a misprint, but that
I
was
remember
one.
that from last
Well,
time.
yeah, no, it was. So I have
Yeah.
40 movement.
Alright, I'll make sure to update that for you. Sorry about that. I ended up redoing a whole bunch of the character sheets and not everything got pulled over correctly. I'm sorry.
No problem.
So, anywho, yeah, so you can start
Wait,
moving
what's your
towards them.
movement?
You can
30.
just reach them.
Yours?
So
I tell
40, really?
I tell Morrow in your
And
back of your
Charles
mind
is
using the
probably
telepathic
45.
crystal is
Yeah.
I've reached you. I'm gonna hold on to you two. You guys here on the intercom. Go over to the rope that's tied to the pier dock and pull it up.
You just
You
told
do
us to
that.
take care of the crowd.
You said you wanted to take care of the crowd. I
Stop.
told you. But
You do the rope, I'll take
As
care of the crowd.
you hear this message, you can both clearly see the crowd has definitely turned with lots of weapons drawn, heading towards you. There's at least 40 people.
You go deal with the rope, I've got the crowd.
But I wanted to kill innocents.
No.
Why not? Kyle isn't here to say no.
Can
I use the first marital fight.
I'm gonna fly
That
over the
doesn't
crowd
make any
and
fucking
hover above
sense.
the water and use thermatology.
That made no sense.
What, their first marital fight?
We're not
Marital
married.
means married.
We're not married.
Yeah.
That's okay, never mind.
The
Makes
water?
sense to me.
Turtle cart here, water here, people over here.
Oh, so I can land on the ground. I just thought they were on the edge.
You're on the ground now.
Okay.
Wait,
So
so
I'm
is
gonna
the
go to the
turtle cart
water's
the
edge.
only thing blocking us from them?
The turtle cart's right on
So
the
you're
shore.
going to the water
So,
edge?
you've seen docks before.
Yeah.
So you know how they have the
Hold on.
pier
I have to explain this because
pillars coming up?
Yeah.
Okay. The turtle cart stopped when it slammed into one of these. That was the sudden stop that sent Morrow flying.
out the back door,
Okay.
skipping
So-
like a rock.
If she had made her dexterity roll, she might have
So you mean,
actually
like-
skidded on her feet.
So you mean like at the edge of the sand where it meets the dock, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And that's where the turtle cart is.
Is that taking up like the entire like entrance of the?
Here?
Yep.
No, there's multiple piers.
My whole torso hurts right now.
And now that you're
You
in
were
the
just
water,
laughing
you've
so
realized
hard.
that once you're in the water, okay, after about 20 feet of drop off, it drops down to about 40 feet deep.
Goddamn.
Damn it.
Yeah. Luckily, she was still at about 20 feet depth,
Yeah.
but you had to swim up to her for it,
Yeah.
which was difficult. So,
And I got busted in the nose.
alright,
Hey,
so
didn't break
what are
it.
the two of you doing?
Yeah,
Are
you
you,
did it
Jake,
flat
let's start with you. Are you
on my
going to help out with
Do
the
you
rope?
want me to go get the rope or deal with the crowd?
I will deal with the crowd. You go deal with the rope.
I guess I'm going to
I'm
the
gonna
rope.
land in front of the crowd.
Yeah.
Quite
Let me do him
sulkingly.
first, 'cause he's easier.
Okay.
Quite sulkingly, might I add.
Okay, and you're gonna reel it in?
Yeah.
Make a strength check.
Hit point.
Strength or athletics, whichever you prefer.
I have.
can I attempt to assist once I feel a pull?
You'd be pulling against him.
12.
Bless me.
Okay.
And
12.
How?
You feel a tug at the
Give-
line as you're
just give her your
slowly
phone.
being pulled back through the water.
Okay. I let Morrow know and then you're holding on to the rope. You're holding on to the bard, right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
The
well,
two of
we
you
start
feel
to
a
be
tug.
pulled in a direction slowly.
I start swimming towards that direction. I guess.
Okay, so you're swimming.
There's no easy way to do it.
Okay.
Just let us get
So
pulled.
as they're being pulled and they float, ish. Okay, you start swimming.
Yeah.
Down.
Yeah, no. So don't just let
Okay,
yourself
I'm
go.
just gonna.
I shake you guys and just don't move.
So you
Okay.
notice that you're sinking a lot more than you would ever expect to sink here.
Okay. Can I
This is very basic
start
water.
like swimming up then?
Very
No,
dense
no,
water.
you can't swim. Just let him pull us up. That's
Okay.
the.
So you're gonna try and grab back onto him.
Yeah.
Okay, make a dex roll.
Gosh. 12.
You just barely catch her foot.
Mm-hmm. Don't kick me.
The
Do
same
not-
foot that she kicked you with.
I'm
Bite
blocking
it.
my face.
You feel
Bite
another
it.
cold,
Don't you dare.
creepy.
Don't you dare.
hand
She told you it
grab
was
your
you
foot.
last time. We assume it's her this
And
time.
I'm just gonna.
You know what it is, but it's still cold and creepy. creepy and undead.
I'm blocking my face with
Alright,
my other
Can I
hand.
give it another tug?
You're just reeling them in. Now, what are you doing?
I'm gonna use thaumaturgy on the crowd.
The hermit.
How?
I'm gonna say back off, stand down,
So, how are you using thaumaturgy?
booming
Boom,
voice.
boom, boom.
Okay. Make an intimidation roll.
Scare them, the peasants they are.
Told you I should have taken care of the crowd.
What's your spell modifier?
No, this isn't a spell at this point.
It's intimidation.
9.
Can I redeem Toka Crest to give her advantage so
Too
she can
late.
try it
Someone
again?
Somebody
did
already
it.
did. Phoenix did.
Okay, I was about to do the same thing to give you advantage.
Yeah, so roll a d6 and add it to it.
What did you roll?
And
6. So
15.
15.
15. Okay. A couple of them look a little bit shaken. Okay, but the majority of them, you've now gotten their attention.
I'm gonna continue to speak to him and use calm emotions.
You just used cantrip. That was the main action.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna continue to speak to them calmly.
What are you saying?
We lost control. We're sorry. We did not mean to cause any harm and stuff like that.
We
Like,
would have
oh my
tried to
gosh.
slow down if that
Right.
was a mistake.
I'll let you do a persuasion roll. At disadvantage. Because you tried to intimidate him first.
Okay, making sure it's not my dice.
Oh my god.
Why?
Because you got cursed dice, woman.
These are Oreos. What do you expect?
These dice like
Is that
me.
literally
It's a 3 and a 2.
2,
And my dice don't like you either.
7.
Lydia.
It works for you. It don't work for me.
Do I see her fucking up this way?
You can hear it.
Can I try to give the rope a really, really, really hard tug to get them to the surface faster?
I'm just trying
I'll
to
let
solve
you do that,
time.
and then we're going to start the next round, which is probably going to be initiative.
I can do athletics, right?
Yeah.
22.
Okay. You start reeling them in at like twice the rate. So
Hurry up, we're just trying to
you
solve
should be
time.
at the shore in about a round.
I'm just,
By the end of
I
that
look
Can I
over
start
and see the Asmar beast
Grabbing
trying
a rope and pulling myself forward.
Go ahead. Make a strength check.
to be like, I gotta be the guardian angel to the angel, I gotta be the guardian
19
angel
plus
to the
my
angel.
6.
Total.
25.
25.
You get pulled into the water.
What the fuck were you thinking?
I don't
I'd be
think she was
pulling
trying to
myself
like pull him
forward,
down
not
as much
him.
as
You're pulling
You pull on
on
it.
a
He's pulling you
rope
in.
that I am
Okay.
holding,
He's
tugging
holding
on.
the rope to pull you in. All of a sudden,
There's
he
no
pulled with a 22.
anchoring.
All of a sudden, you pulled with a 26.
It wouldn't be like that. It'd be like
So he
pulling
has.
myself forward, not...
Yeah. So
It
that's the
still
weight
beats
of you
the strength that
plus
I
the
have.
drag of what's going on already. I've been through this personally, different times. You know, pulling in a boat or something to that effect. Or
I
even
mean, what about
underwater.
walking up an
Even
upgoing escalator? Like
just-
you're not trying to fight
I-
it as much
could I
as
activate
it moves
my
forward,
whip
you
walking?
move forward. I mean,
Yeah.
the mechanism could be done
And then-
without pulling.
You also remember he's getting that resistance. All of a sudden, instead of it being a resistance, it's now 3 times that resistance as he's being pulled forward.
Can I
And
try
you
to...
have the weight of 3 people in this horribly heavy water, okay, pulling. So yes, you get pulled into the water. Okay, That's
I
why
sink
I
like a
advised
fucking-
earlier when you asked if you wanted to pull up on the rope in order to pull in. I'm not going to warn everybody that tries to make the same decision. And that's why you decided not to pull on the rope to help to release yourself in quicker.
You can swim, right?
I'm sorry, I didn't realize.
It's
Fun.
I use the can I use a
That's
grappling
like my
hook
mistake
to
from
try to
earlier.
once I feel that there's no
Yeah,
more
not
give,
as
can I
bad.
try to shoot a grappling hook out?
You're
I'm
just-
being
you're
surrounded by
not
a
pulled
group of
deep in.
people
You're just
who have
pulled
weapons.
forward
Well,
so
then-
you're into
well,
the
what
Can you
water.
at least make a
Flag
dex
it
check
out.
to like?
Huh?
He's made of metal.
Like, I have an entire suit of armor.
As I stated, it goes about 15-20 feet before it actually drops down. Okay? You're pulled into the water, so you're just into the water. You haven't been pulled down deep into the water.
But I was on the dock. He
No, you
tied
were
the
here-
rope on one of the
No.
posts on the
Okay.
dock.
All right. Give me a piece of paper a sec and a pencil, please. All right. So we have shoreline. We have piers of the dock. There's the dock. We got the turtle cart here with the door
When did you get my D6?
wide open. Okay.
Yeah.
We have a rope tied from here down to them in the water. We had you right at the shoreline, then pulling. So take a look. So you have the turtle cart here, the shoreline here, the pier here.
Yeah.
He tied the rope to the end here,
Oh.
dived in after them. So you were right here at the shoreline, pulling them in.
But if he dove in, it has to be deep enough for him to dive in fully.
Yeah, he went out and dove in for them, and had to swim out to get to them.
I thought you dove right from where you tied the rope.
He dove into the got into the water, and then dove after them.
I may have had to charge the
Okay,
water. I don't
there's
know
a
the exact
difference.
design.
There's a difference between running into the water and jumping in to dive into them, than sitting at the shoreline and all of a sudden getting pulled in. It's just like, have you ever been deep sea fishing?
Yeah.
As soon as that fish turns and starts to pull on the line again, okay, it's going to yank at you.
Yeah.
Okay, and because her strength was so much higher, it yanks you face down into the water.
So at that point, I would have released the rope, so you guys are now sinking again.
So I'm sinking.
All
and-
of you are
and-
sinking again.
I mean, eventually it's gonna hit the snag.
I'm gonna die.
Can I try to get my suction cup gun and can I hit the pole? Am I close enough to the surface to reach that?
Yeah, you can make a shot.
All
Can
right.
you
Well, then
see
I'm gonna
me?
make.
'Cause, I mean,
I guess
honestly,
I can. You must have just fallen in the water like.
Shoot at me with the grappling hook.
I would pull you in because I'll sink. I need something strong enough to keep my weight because I'm a reforged. I have a
We
metal
are very-
part.
He even has a chance to just try and grab the line and recover.
Well, I can't do that. Well,
or Morrow could
I mean, I
continue
will try to
pulling at
grab
the line.
I mean,
But
the
she's
rope.
we have loose slack.
Now she's going to have about 15
None of
feet of
us
loose
have
slack to pull in.
So right now, since I'm next to her, I go for my suction cup.
I mean, if you want, I did just donate Toka coins to give myself advantage. I can try to grab the rope and tug it again.
But you're in the water. Well, from where you're at, you could
Yeah,
just.
but I could just
get your
grab the
feet.
rope and give it a tug again, but
And-
don't pull against it.
I'm sorry.
Mara, you're the only one that's in the water right now that breathes. What's your constitution modifier?
A 4, and I have an 8
Okay,
for a saving
so you have another round before you start drowning.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to tug on it. You try to take the shot.
I try to slip one arm around Morrow in the bard, and while you stop pulling,
Yeah, I'm
you
gonna
see me
start
try to
pulling
aim my
again.
suction cup, and I go for a shot. Fucking A.
We're all dying.
I know.
Strength
10.
mod.
10?
10.
Strength mod, right?
It catches onto the end of the pier, onto one of the posts, but it's not a good hold. As soon as you pull on it a little bit, it pulls a hunk of the wood off of it.
25.
For your strength?
Yeah.
Athletics?
Yeah.
You're able to
Oh,
grab...
athletics. 23 plus 6, 29.
Shit, you grab the line and start pulling it right back in again and kind of root yourself. You're about knee deep in water.
Okay. But at this point, I'm probably digging myself into the ground knee deep.
Yeah, you see his grapple thing come out, hit the pier,
Yeah.
and then as it pulls, it just rips a hunk of the rotting wood off of it.
I'm not gonna lie, I chuckled a little bit.
I tried.
So I'm just like...
Alright. So, what was the roll again?
29.
Alright, you guys are being pulled through with speed at this point.
Oh god, we're gonna get sent flying like a meteor.
Yeah.
Well, better
You
that.
come through, he pulls you up on shore.
Lover's
You're
protectiveness
gasping
is
for
kicking
breath.
in at this point.
The two of you are glad to be out of the water. I need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
Save yourself.
17.
Okay. And you again, too.
Nat 20.
Okay. And you don't have to.
I do start retracting my grappling hook.
Okay. I just figured you were probably doing that the whole time.
Yeah, but I just want to specify.
I would assume that if you started retracting it and it pulled off the wood, it would have just come right
Yeah.
back with a piece of wood.
Yeah, if anything, I just take the wood off the little suction cup.
All right. And now, that takes a little bit. Yeah, they're not very receptive.
Oh boy.
Who the fuck do you think you are? Barging through our caravans, through all of our shit here. We're doing fine business, trying to be peaceful out here, and you come and destroy our town? Who hired you? And you can now see there's at least 20 heavy crossbows pointed at you.
You have a wish.
Say you're a lone wanderer. Say you're a lone wanderer.
They know I am not.
It works every time.
Okay.
Say you were kidnapped. Lie to them. Say you were kidnapped. That gives you a round before we get there.
And then you guys get attacked.
Or you could just use your wish.
Not worth
That
it.
is such a waste.
No.
At that point, I'm sorry, I don't think they do enough damage to kill you. Just wait the round, take the little bit of damage, and we come fight.
It's a new round.
You can try casting Calm Emotions.
Are they gonna be to the shore by the time?
I'm within 20 feet of them all, right? Because I landed like right in front of them.
As far as I know, you're flying right above them. So
They're still within 20 feet of me, right?
there's at least 15 of them within 20 feet of you.
Can I cast Calm Emotions?
Sure. That's a wisdom saving throw, right?
15 wisdom
It's
saving
a
throws.
charisma.
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 Okay, and what's your save?
My save is
What's your saving?
9. That's
Your-
my saving throw.
No, your spell save.
16.
They're not very calm.
Nothing's working!
They ended up getting
Do you say that
17
out
in total
loud?
for charisma, and
No!
you were horrible. You just ripped apart their entire bazaar. You can see the
And
damage
people.
behind them, and there's at least a couple people dead, couple people that are being like bandaged up and taken care of,
We fucked up.
and the entire street
I'm
looks like it was a bustling market that is now just shattered all
So whose
over the
decision
road.
was it to go that
All
fast?
of us.
Buildings on the side of the road. You can see marks where the turtle cart gouged across into buildings and just tore holes across the entire front of buildings.
I'm gonna use my Toka communicator.
You see a horse, or at least the front half of the horse on one side of the road. The other half of the horse
On a house.
smeared across 3 houses.
We're in nowhere, right?
I'm using my Toka communicator and I'm saying, Kyle, we fucked up!
We're still
Kyle,
in
I'm gonna
nowhere.
die!
Oh yeah.
So
This is
as
so
this audio
loading.
message comes in, I look over 20 feet and see her floating in front of a crowd of 40.
About 30 feet away from you.
Let's just pay them for damages.
I don't think they care about paying for damages.
Let's just
Yeah,
say
um,
We killed some of their
let's-
people!
See the rest of you do a perception roll for a moment?
Me? All of us?
'Cause- yeah, except for
22.
Lydia.
Okay.
22.
8.
8.
I see.
You are so concerned
9.
with getting them up, okay,
Do a
that you
D20.
have no idea. You didn't even hear what she said, or see what, or realize what's going on behind you.
9.
You are hacking up water and just focusing on trying to breathe again, because this water tastes nasty. It's like stale
Wait, why are
and
you
mildew
doing it?
filled. It's like,
I was home to.
you know when you're watching Walking Dead and you see that water in the toilet that it just makes you cringe. Yeah,
No.
you were just in it.
I'm trying to think of the one.
There's a few episodes that I get toilet water. It's disgusting, stagnant water.
Walking Dead was one of the better ones that portrayed
I
how
was
nasty
thinking-
some of the toilet water was.
When you said Walking Dead, I thought of the well in season 2 where that
Yep.
walker was.
Well,
Just about as just
And the water that
just
comes
as
out of that.
I'm gonna cough harder
okay. Fee,
to get it out of
Yeah.
my lungs.
Yeah. This was like being in the graveyard again during a really bad rainstorm. Not horrible for you. You've been in worse. Kind of reminds you of home. And
Weirdo.
Curtis,
I'm a
I mean,
vampire.
sorry, Kyle. It's going to take forever to get the smell out of all your joints. And you're hoping you get it out before it starts to rust anything. Because you can feel it starting to seep its way in
If
to
Cynthia
where
was
it
here,
shouldn't
she
be.
could cast prestidigitation on you.
I
Just
can do
saying.
that.
Do it then.
Okay.
Yeah, do it then.
So, Fee, and the two of you at your roles, you definitely hear and see what poor Lydia's going through. And you guys can also... What was your role again, Fee?
Dirty 20.
30-20 for your perception? Okay. So yeah, both of you can definitely see that there's at least 20 crossbows pointed at her.
Wait, if he sees a lot of what's happening, does he see the horse? Because I feel like that would cause Kyle to
He
have a
hasn't
fucking
really-
panic attack.
Because of where you guys are down from the street,
Okay, good.
because you're at the shoreline, you
Kyle,
can't
you
see
may-
up the street enough.
Kyle, you may not want to look up there
You know,
behind
it's the difference
crowd.
where, you know, she's in the road, like, this is the road, right?
Yep.
So she's like right here at the bottom of the road, and that's where she can see everything going up on the road. You guys, meanwhile, are like down over here.
So they're all out of the water, right?
Yeah,
Can I start running up the hill, please? Towards,
sure.
Eris and the
We'll get
crowd.
there and around. All right. So now that you guys realize what's going on, let's go with Eris, and we're gonna go around the table again. So, Eris, what are you doing?
I'm gonna try casting Calm Emotions again.
That's probably not going to work on the horse.
Okay.
Well, it's worth a try because I don't want to die, and that's
Is
about all I
Calm
have.
Emotions
Cantrip,
a
right?
area, or is that a single person?
That is any humanoid creature within a 20-foot radius.
That's
So
one.
it's area.
Yeah, oh, true.
Each humanoid in a 20-foot radius, charisma save or suppress either charm, fear, effects, or hostility.
Okay.
Not 20.
They're still hostile. No, I rolled a 14, but at this point they still have a +5.
I'm gonna die.
You've pissed them off.
Kyle, I hope you know what Xander's going to do
It's
when
a lot
he
better.
gets
Last
up there.
round, I got a +10 against you.
Does any of them look like they're the leader?
But what?
The leader.
Or any of them leader looking?
No, you just see a whole bunch of elves.
They're
half-elves,
elves?
They're elves! They're elves!
a couple tieflings, a minotaur at the back,
God.
Oh, fuck.
who seems to be dressed in full blacksmith gear, carrying a two-handed
Oh,
sledgehammer.
okay, he's a bitch. He's fine.
I'd be most afraid of the blacksmiths.
Throws their hammer.
If only Zach was here.
And you also see a collection of frog people, about 3
They're
feet
your
tall.
frog people.
Slots.
No, they're not sloths.
No.
They're frog people.
I would be more afraid if there was sloths up there than the Minotaur.
Imagine like a tree, like a South American tree frog that stands about 3 feet tall and is humanoid.
I'm gonna use my token communicator
Each carrying spears.
again. If I offer them money, can we pay it?
We just drove through their town.
If
I'm
we
pretty
offer them
sure-
money, can we pay them for
Money
their-
can't
I can
buy
drop
it.
thousands. I can drop thousands of plat in their pocket, but I'm pretty sure they're fucking pissed.
We can
Money,
try.
money can't buy
Okay,
at least
I
2
look at them.
lives. We've killed at least 2 people and a horse. If that was a
What
farm-
horse?
The horse is Kyle.
Kyle stares at you 2 feet away from him. What horse?
Oh, I'm not 2 feet away
No,
from
you
him
don't
anymore.
know
I
that
am
horse.
sprinting.
Running.
You
So
don't
you're
know
right.
that.
Yeah,
Up to
that's
join
in
them?
metagaming.
Wait, what?
Are you running up to join them?
I was gonna
Oh,
say.
God.
We cut one of their horses in half.
Kyle just slowly sinks to the ground.
And
I tried to avoid the living people. I tried to avoid the people.
Hey, Kyle, can you call Curtis and tell him we have a situation again, please? We need Curtis for this. Sorry, but your pacifism won't help in this fight.
Would it be wrong if I asked them what we can do to help fix this?
I love you, Kyle, but we need Psycho.
Oh my god.
We need the
Kyle is quiet. Kyle is now moping and thinking of just being quiet.
Kyle,
alone.
call Curtis!
feet, Mara.
Xander, call
both of you
Curtis!
see, both
Okay,
of you
fine.
Hold on a sec. Both of you hear Curtis's side of it. I tried to miss them all, but
Kyle's
and then completely silent,
Oh no.
and he starts looking like he's about to cry.
I'm gonna call Curtis. Just
Is somebody call Curtis?
Oh my god, no one gives a shit about me. No, I call Curtis. Jesus
How about
Christ.
Well,
you,
you're
Faith?
sad right now.
You
and
see
we
him
need
like starting
somebody.
to cry. He's like upset.
And your
horribly
first instinct is to
drunk.
call
I'm gonna go up and
Curtis.
I'm just gonna go up and hug you, okay? You're just gonna be hugged.
You
Get away from me, you undead thing.
Let me comfort you.
says that in anger
It's gotta
because
be-
of what
okay.
Xander said to him.
All right, let's try it this way then. You're giving her a hug, right?
No, not anymore.
Make a charisma roll.
Oh my god.
God damn it.
The undead, pale bard that's not a reclaimer is hugging me.
13?
13. Make a charisma roll. That's including your bonus.
Yeah.
16 plus
Persuasion.
3.
My persuasion?
Oh, I'm sorry, plus 1. What am I doing?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
21.
Okay.
Whatever.
You know, you could tell. You could even tell though she's trying to be nice and help you out. It's just
Xander hurt
Ew.
you.
I know! You are cold.
Sorry.
You're colder
Your
than
body
Xander's
you
heart.
smell
My
horrible
god.
of sewer water.
does
I
does
still smell
Curtis
much
pick
better.
up?
Can I cast a spell on the people?
You really want to call the guy after you blew up his
Yes.
card?
They're about 30
Yes.
feet away.
He
Think
needs
of
an
wheel
anger
this
Okay,
roll.
I have a radius of 300 feet with this one. It's
But these are
hallucinatory
innocent
terrain.
people that we just stumbled through.
Do you really
I'm
think
gonna
Curtis
make
gives
it the
two
most
shits
horrifying
about whether
thing I
they're
can.
innocent
What?
or not?
What are you casting?
Nothing! Can I do it?
What are you
What?
casting?
Okay,
No, we're not
spells
trying to
have
kill
not
them.
done good things today. What are you casting?
What is your spell save?
19.
All right. Everybody, make a charisma. No, sorry, it's a wisdom saving throw, right?
What are you doing?
4.
Investigation or spell DC?
Yeah, it's a spell DC.
Yeah, I don't really know.
2 plus
You help.
3, 5.
What level is it?
It's a 4.
How will that help us at the
What
moment?
is she
I thought that if I could
casting?
scare them away, that we would
I've
be left
already
alone.
tried this!
But the problem is
She's
we
scarier.
don't know if it's real. I just rolled a 5. You rolled a 4. What did you roll?
I rolled a natural 17.
I didn't roll yet.
Roll.
Whoa.
You need to roll.
Oh, all trying to roll here.
I'm the
Fine.
only one that basically would have passed this.
So 3 of us failed that, whatever it was.
All right, so you can use your investigation bonus against it if you want.
Which would really be nice if I didn't roll a 5 already.
And each of you, as party members, get advantage.
Yeah.
Where's investigation?
So you can make either an either investigation or wisdom spell
You get
save.
advantage.
19.
No problem.
6.
Nat 20!
Okay.
What's yours?
Was yours?
Did you
6.
roll advantage?
Okay, and yours?
I rolled better this
17.
time. I used my investigation.
Okay, you failed too.
Okay.
So the two of you passed. It was a DC 19.
Well,
What's the terrain you're turning it into?
I don't know.
Think of one before he says one. Because he'll just say something.
How about just like a extremely spooky looking forest around them?
this is
So you want to make it
already.
look like home? In the
No.
middle of a
No.
spooky, creepy
No.
swamp?
No.
Make it look bright.
Turn it
and
into hell.
sunshiny, happy.
Yes. I'm gonna make it look extremely bright and happy.
Like one of those kids shows.
And
where
see
it's
what
smiling
There
sun,
were no fucking
smiling.
lollipops.
Just say Teletubbies.
Oh,
Teletubbies.
sunshine and rain.
Teletubbies.
Is
Okay.
this going to inspire fear in
So-
them?
I have no
You
idea.
passed, and what was yours?
Nat 20.
Okay, so you passed.
We failed.
All of a sudden, the entire world around you changes. You guys see a brief image of it, and then you snap right out of it. You can realize right away that it's an illusion. Okay. Crowd fails.
Finally.
The two of you, the entire world around you goes from this horrible, creepy swamp, okay, to it almost looks like Santa's dimension.
Except
Okay.
with green
Only
fields.
instead of it all being candy, it's unicorns and fluffy bunnies and squirrels and chipmunks that are all rainbow colored and funky looking, and you see like at least 40 of her marionettes running around.
Xander is cowering. On the ground, shaking, cowering.
I'm not phased.
How does the crowd react?
Oh shit, I forgot.
19.
Is
Was
that
that
a 1 or a nat
Did the
20?
crowd come out of it?
Your armor glows brightly. Okay? And it starts adding on all the little figments of your imagination. You start seeing the little gummy bears walking around because it looks familiar. Okay?
Combo attacks!
Hallucinatory terrain is one of the things of her armor ability. So it just triggered. So it starts adding your imagination to it too. You start seeing some of the plants on the side start curling and waving at people.
Clowns and this and squeaky hammers and baguettes of death.
It's 100 times worse, man.
Tiny clouds,
Okay.
big clouds.
Now, mind you, all the changes that she's making, the three of you can see. You see gummy bears popping up, and you're like, I wish I had thought of that.
Yeah.
That is so cool. Okay, a gummy worm going around.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Does
You
the
see-
crowd see this?
Oh yeah.
So now they are losing their
Are there
shit.
gummy bears near me?
Yeah.
I'm pulling my
I just
sword
made
out
your
and
spell
trying to
10 times
attack
better.
them. Because Xander would
You were
attack
awesome,
out
but
of
I made it
fear.
better.
Make an attack roll.
Thank you for failing.
16.
16.
Yeah.
Your sword goes right through it, and the gummy bear looks at you and smiles, and these jagged, sharp teeth start appearing.
I'm running away.
My imagination.
And then as you look around, you're seeing the other gummy bears start to open their mouths with sharp teeth in
I am
them.
running away.
The gummy
As
worms,
fast as
the
I
front of
can.
them opens up like a lamprey.
I
Have you
am
seen
ru-
those sucker lamprey fish with the teeth?
I am running away as fast as I can, the
Okay.
opposite direction
I-
from everything, including you guys.
I'm laughing.
There's like a 40%
Did you nat 1
chance
or
you
nat
run.
20?
I nat one on the reaction for the villagers.
So are they all murdering themselves right now? Because I feel like that's not one at this point. Oh my god, where the hell?
The
Murdering.
villagers can see each other for who they are. They just could not see the terrain around them for what it is. So they start running in all directions.
Uh-oh.
Okay? In a matter of a few moments, you see at least 10 of them, at least the two of everyone except for the two of you that are still seeing everything. You see them run off, and then you just see them stop running for no reason, and then start bleeding. What you guys see is they run off into the debris on the side and impale themselves upon broken carts,
We're killing
booths.
them.
One
Kyle sees this!
One of them you see running away, and they trip and impale themselves on a little container full of swords.
I'm gonna go over to Kurt. I'm gonna go to Kyle and just cover his eyes and ears with my hand.
He doesn't need
Can I
to see
activate my
that.
wings and start flying away, please?
Yeah.
Be careful.
Can you even fly?
Yes,
Yes.
I have
He has
wings.
wings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So you're escaping up over the water away?
Yeah. Flying over the water,
You're gonna run into a
screaming.
tree or something.
Who's going over the water?
Okay.
There's probably gummy bears following me somehow.
Their teeth are like little worms. Some of them.
Nope. You see this
You
flying
know
little
Shadow Pegasus
Pegasi
when he
running
like
at
opened
you.
his mouth and
Yeah,
I'm just gonna
that,
start-
that's-
yeah.
That's
Like
what I
blood
think.
curdle
Unicorns with
screaming.
like rainbows coming off their toes.
Blood curdle screaming.
So-
As fast as I can away
And
from
you want to
everything.
reprocreate with this?
So
Oh,
okay, this scene must be hilarious for the three of you seeing it, except for you being
Except for him, I'm
traumatized.
covering his eyes and ears, just like,
Yeah.
shit's okay.
Eris is just flying there like, what the hell?
This
In
is
shock.
fun.
Okay. Xander goes flying off, screaming like a girl that just saw a
Banshee.
spider. Okay. And the villagers are running off, impaling themselves into.
Can I contact Xander and be like, it's in your head, calm down. It's not real.
Xander wouldn't listen to
Make a
you.
persuasion roll
You hear Kyle.
at disadvantage.
Xander would not listen to Morrow of all
what
people.
Persuasion.
Disadvantage?
Yeah.
Oh.
He's terrified right now.
Persuasion. 9?
You hear her voice. It's not very.
Convincing.
Why would Morrow's voice calm me down?
Well, I know this is
15.
an
Kyle
illusion.
tries. Oh, this is gonna be hilarious. You hear Kyle. It's all in your head,
Make a
man.
wisdom roll.
It's the most fake, completely
I have it.
shell-shocked
The green
voice you've
one.
ever heard Kyle say. Saying,
Honestly,
it's all in your head, man.
The best idea would be using
Yes.
Curtis's voice to try to talk to me.
Kyle is literally
23.
watching people murder themselves.
As you-
He's so fucked right now.
As you're paying attention to everything going on, you start to realize that these people have ran into the debris.
But I still
Yeah.
see everything around
You're
me, right?
seeing the illusions as like a spectral image over the rest of it. Okay? And your images are still crystal clear.
It's football.
Can I
I
do
know.
the
I
same
think
as
that's
what
my
she just did
dad.
and try to calm him down?
He's gone. He's
I'm
a
gone.
good, at this point,
I
he's
mean-
a good 60 feet away.
To be fair, though, her with her wings are probably the only thing that could catch up.
I'm not flying away. I'm enjoying this.
No, you have a faster movement than she does.
I have 30.
Then Xander's gone. Like, gone.
Next to the game.
We've been playing. Xander is
Can I
gone.
make more pop up?
Make an intelligence roll. And tell me what you imagine.
Let me think about that first. I'm pretty sure there are already clowns in there, aren't there?
Yeah.
My dad.
And marionettes, and unicorns, and gerbils, and squirrels,
Put turkeys in there.
and gummy worms, gummy bears.
Make giant turkeys. Or dinosaurs.
And at 22. I don't know what I'm imagining yet, but at 22.
As you're thinking about it, you look back, and you see popcorn monsters.
I am pushing myself to try to go faster.
Chibi people that are like chasing after everybody.
Great.
A couple dozen pop head dolls appear. Those like
With
horribly
tiny.
like demented pop dolls that have that the bobblehead that you, no matter how you look at the cutest character, yeah, start running around.
With
The few people that
baguettes.
were left alive,
With baguettes.
Okay.
With baguettes and
ho
squeaky.
ho ho ho.
With baguettes and squeaky
Hon hon!
rubber chickens.
And they just go murder the remainder.
Make them run into shit.
So now that Kyle
last-
just moves aside, walks over to the turtle cart, and poofs it.
Last time we checked in, Xander was 60 feet away flying over the
Are
water.
you okay?
Yes, you
I
are.
just have a
Continuously
cloud in
going.
my eyes.
So
Kyle
ones that
beeps you again.
It doesn't care.
Nah, at that point I don't blame you.
so the ones that are up in town,
Make Curtis call me.
you get to see the last of the villagers kill themselves, which is the Minotaur, who goes back to his forge and literally sticks his head into his forge to stop the creatures from attacking him.
Actually, wait, I think you're still in it because it has
We
a
need
radius
to
of
use
300
this
feet.
spell more.
Yeah.
yeah.
Can I drop the spell?
Wait, do you think for our second gen character I could create a spell like this?
You can create whatever spell you can want.
Can I drop the spell now since everyone's...
Yeah.
Okay.
Dead.
Okay.
I'm
Drops
gonna
the
keep
spell.
mine up for a little
Your
while.
illusions stay up. So even
I'm
though the
keeping
train
mine up
goes
for a
back
little
to
while longer
normal,
because I'm
and it
having
goes
fun.
from this beautiful open plain to all of a sudden, boom! It's back to this dingy,
Don't let
horrible,
Kyle
dark
see any
swamp.
of this.
Okay, even
Kyle's
the air
not paying
felt crisp and
attention.
Bring
clear
him
for
back
a little
into the
bit.
turtle and close the door.
Another party going on in here. Oh, good. You got pellets, huh?
Yeah, I bought him this morning
Oh, nice.
when I woke up.
Nice. How's it going?
Good.
Good.
Yep,
Yeah.
Good.
just playing.
Are we still live streaming?
Don't let me interrupt you.
Yeah, I guess we are.
Yeah.
We're live streaming, so.
Oh, sorry. You playing with other people?
No, we're
I
just
wanna
the
do
group,
that
but
too.
we have it. This is us right now online.
None of
I
them
don't
have wings
understand
anyway.
what
That's
live
live.
streaming.
That's
Doesn't
us.
matter.
Basically,
I could wave.
Stuff
In,
chasing
Other people
you
can
that doesn't have wings.
Listen and watch what we're doing.
yeah,
Yep.
so
Are
we,
you
gummy bears
what,
are not.
listening to playing with them too?
no,
Are
they're
they?
just watching us play.
Good, so you do
Yeah.
have
It's like
illusions
YouTube
following
videos,
me.
basically, but
They
it's
are?
fun.
Yeah.
Like we
Yes,
have another
they
person
are.
that usually plays with us, but he had to go home. So he's actually watching right now.
Oh.
So if he wants to do something, he can chat. He can message us.
The gummy
Yeah.
bears
Join
and
in.
the unicorns are
And then this
following
way
me.
we have record of our campaigns because everyone kept saying that we should.
Cool.
Recording it for posterity.
Cool.
Yep.
Yes,
How's
I'll
that?
fix
How's
your
everyone? How's
characters'
mom?
Good.
How's Uncle Dave?
Wait, I can't.
Oh
Good.
yeah.
Saturday
everything's
games
good.
definitely become more entertaining.
I think he goes in
We're
on
gonna
the
need more
27th
necrotic
of this month.
The
for
last
the
episode 2,
hospitalization
was
for
also
3
a Saturday
weeks.
game. And
So
that
he's
was
gotta
the
do
arena
bone
fights,
marrow
that was the
transplant. Goes in
taking
for 3
over
weeks.
of Crystal.
Telling Curtis
He's hospital.
about
Okay.
Kyle.
So much fun.
And then he comes
It's
home, and then
6
he's kind of in
hours
some
of
serious
gameplay.
isolation
Yeah.
right after.
I know
They
you
found-
are.
Okay.
I've
So,
done this with
the
you
illusion
before.
drops, right?
We don't
Yeah,
know how
except for
long.
hers.
I look
Yeah,
at you.
and she still has
combo
bare
attack.
teeth.
And
Gummy
we go
bears
visit him
chasing
in the
me.
hospital.
You're
It's
too
got
early.
Which
its
means that
protocol.
even though it's
Yeah.
back to
Get
being
Kyle.
nowhere,
I read
Everyone's
Xander
warm,
is
make sure
still
you're
gone.
gonna
Oh,
be
no, the
healthy
enough,
unicorns that were
and,
chasing you
it's all
disappeared.
He's
Yeah, but
Yeah,
gummy
okay.
bears were chasing me too.
Well,
Well,
you're
I'm glad
flying
he's getting
away.
the treatment
They
he
didn't
needs.
fly.
Yeah, no,
I told you
The only thing that was
fine.
flying after you were the
He's good.
Awesome.
unicorn
How's mom?
Pegasus that were flying on rainbows.
But I still don't
But
think that
they
Xander
were
would be
hers.
calm enough to stop flying.
They were
Make
hers
a-
and they disappeared.
Wisdom.
5.
Oh yeah, you fail.
Someone better start going after Xander. At this
I
rate, he's
poof.
gonna. At this rate, he's gonna. Like. Wait, so which side were we on of this lake? Were we on this side?
Yep.
No.
Sorry.
So
we're
I'm
good.
going this way?
play the
You're
game,
in
play the
Smugglers
game.
now.
Okay, I'm glad you got pellets.
Yeah.
Get your pellets.
I went to Home Depot this morning
Oh,
at like
where
6
am I?
a.m. when I woke up.
And how many
So-
did you get?
I just
You're
got 5. I'll go
Smugglers,
get more in a couple days.
Yeah.
They're probably going
So-
to quite
So
a
I'm
bit
going
for
this
a
way.
while, huh?
Across
Yeah,
the
but
water.
it's supposed to be warm in a couple
This
days.
way?
Warmer in a
Yep.
couple days, so it
Yeah.
shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, good. Good, good.
Is
Someone-
the emblem glowing still?
Okay. And then nope. Make a perception roll for me.
Me?
What's the other one flying off?
1. I close my eyes and just push forward.
Okay. The rest of you make a perception roll, please.
13.
14.
24.
12.
Jesus.
You're the only one that can catch sight of Xander at this point. He is
Am I overground yet?
3
Try calling
rounds.
your husbando.
He's not my husband yet.
You're blind. You
Right.
Close your eyes.
I did, didn't I?
You can try
Yeah.
calling him though.
How are you
So
running
he's
then?
about
How are you?
150
I'm flying.
feet away at this
Oh.
point.
Toku communicator.
Okay.
Can I speak calmly to him?
You can. Yeah.
It's okay, everything's gone now. I'm gonna poof away my illusions. If I can.
All right. So first, make a persuasion check for him. We hear her voice.
Did your character die?
12.
No, he ran off and broke
12?
through the dome covering the plane.
What's your charisma?
Charisma?
Please fail.
5.
Oh, your total charisma.
20.
She's not very convincing.
I'm gonna keep trying anyway.
Again,
Okay. Now,
please use.
she is convincing enough that you can open your eyes and look back to see if she says it. Everything. She said everything's gone. It's okay.
Yeah, but I'm over 100 feet away at this
Yep,
point,
so you
right?
can turn around and take a look and do a perception check to see if she's telling the truth.
But even
do
then,
it.
my devil sight is only 120, and that means that my regular sight probably isn't that much farther.
That's why I'm giving you a chance to look back.
Nat 20.
Make an intelligence check to see if you can dispel the illusions.
Roll 1, I dare you.
She did.
Hey, that's not nice!
So as you look back, you can see the train's back to normal.
I'm
There's
trying
still
to poof
gummy bears.
away.
I go back to those gummy bears.
You
Are
can
gone.
still see gummy bears and gummy worms and
Popcorn monsters.
Are there
Pop
any
Pop
below
Monster.
me?
Figures.
Am I over the ground yet?
no, the pop figures. Oh yeah, the pop figures was you too.
Am I over the ground yet?
No, you're over water.
You know what? Actually, I'm just gonna stop flying and I'm just gonna float.
Okay.
Ground creatures can't get to me if I'm above water.
Then I want you to do another perception check for me.
13.
As you're looking back at the town, you can see what looks to be a shadowy figure of an island off to your right.
Bard, help me. I can't. They're not going away.
What do you expect me to do?
I don't know. Help me.
Is that the Isle of Dreams? Well,
Possibly. That would make sense considering what you know of the area.
can I go there?
You're gonna start heading there?
Yes.
Okay. So
But I'm still flying and
As
I'm not
part of your
touching the
perception
ground.
instead of coming back towards you, you see him turn and fly further away. So what are the three of you doing now?
I'm gonna dispel her magic. Because she asked me to.
Okay. So you're gonna cast Dispel Magic on her chest plate?
So
That's
I'm
slowing?
No.
Cast
No,
it on
no,
my
no.
chest plate. Cast it on my illusions.
On the illusions.
which is
Okay,
an
there's a
effect
couple
cause-
dozen out.
So you're gonna individually poof away all of
Let's
the
just see
gummy
if it
berries
works.
and
I
the
can't,
gummy
it's only a third
worms
level
and-
spell.
Or you could just try to
Okay.
dispel them again.
Yeah.
Can I try?
Use a different
It's their
dice.
turn right now.
I'm not rolling for
So-
anything. Just seeing if I can better rolls.
So what do you want to do, Kyle?
Don't use my dice.
As you have your hands like covering your face, realizing the destruction you do not want to open your eyes up to since you've overheard on the network that the illusion is gone,
Rolled on paper.
and you know that it's a mess because it's dead quiet.
So after I poof out the turtle cart, which I can see on my little diagram is destroyed. You know, the wheels are fucked.
It's pretty
It's fucked.
broken.
So fucked.
You should probably tell Curtis.
they're trying
that-
to get you in trouble, man.
That would make Curtis come back.
Yeah, come back and
I
kill
broke
him.
another car.
Just
Yeah, can I see if I can, like, roll for medicine to see if I can fix my nose? That's pancaked on my face because of a tree.
You know what? Sure.
Medicine, right?
Yeah.
14?
You hear a loud pop sound as it goes back into roughly shape.
got a crooked
It's hard to
nose.
tell from this angle in the dark and because you can't see yourself in a mirror.
You got a crooked nose.
But as far as you can tell, I mean, the nose feels like it's just about right.
Can I just, like, bring my...
Hand.
You know on how you can, like,
Congrats
rub the
for
bridge
s-
of your nose? Yeah,
Congrats
that.
for
I'm good. Can I do
single-handedly
that?
scaring
Just
your
feel-
future
As you
husband
do it,
away
you feel
from
your
the
nose
party.
pull away from your skin a little bit, and then kind of
You
pop
just
back
The
caused-
on.
original teddy bear
So it popped into
David
place?
were not my
As far as you
baby.
can tell.
This
They
is-
just
What are you
popped
doing,
up.
Morrow?
to be fair, this is enough PTSD to cause Xander to
Um.
never leave Toka again.
And he didn't even go through the night of the...
I have a con check to make when it's my turn. I'm just being patient and letting it happen. Because I just literally murdered a bunch of people that's been pointed out by
Okay.
everyone, and seeing their dead bodies, and watching them commit suicide.
You didn't
just
kill the 90% of the village. You killed like 3 people and a horse.
No, 2 people on a horse.
2 people and a horse.
2 people on a
That's
horse
all
that we
you
know
killed.
of. There might have
It
been.
doesn't change.
There may have been
the
baby
fact.
horses somewhere. That horse might have been pregnant.
And the fact
We
is,
don't
all
know.
of you guys have asked about Curtis. No one is actually one of you. The bar that you two wanted to murder last time is the only one who's actually been nice to Curtis and is going through PTSD.
I
Kyle.
should worry
I
about
said
a crowd
Kyle
of
should
demon
leave.
beavers.
Well,
I
no,
said
Kyle,
we
not Kyle.
can't use Kyle's pacifism in this fight, and that we need Curtis and not Kyle. I tried to bar
My
you
boy
from
wants
what
to be
was.
friends with everyone and wants
what was
everyone to be
seen.
happy, okay?
You
That's
chose
actually
not
right.
to listen to me.
That's all I want.
I know this really nice place that can get rid of that memory.
It becomes a snuff show to everybody else. That's horrible.
Let's do
That's
it.
when your call goes through to Dobby. What do you mean, get rid of a memory? That sounds like fun. We're
Yes.
doing great here. Click.
Can't stop demons with suffering.
You asked to call Dobby earlier. I thought that would be a perfect time for it to go through.
Me just like, okay.
So
So go ahead, make your roll.
We are anything but good.
No.
I'm just saying.
Chaotic
chaotic
neutral.
good.
How do you
No,
play an evil
she
campaign
said we
without being
good.
evil?
We are nothing but good.
8 on that con roll. Kyle is
No,
pretty
we
fucked
need
right
therapists. That's what we need.
You need a
You are
therapist.
traumatized. Your systems are basically in lockdown mode.
Okay, we can do group therapy together.
And all you can think of is that poor horse.
I'm gonna call Curtis.
Those kids.
I'm gonna call
And then-
Curtis too.
And then as you're
We
going through
broke
these
Kyle.
thoughts, it flashes about into you that image of that little girl that you were just about to land on. And you're not sure if she got pulled aside before you landed on her. Or
I am
not.
literally making myself more guilty right now.
I'm gonna
Yes.
call Curtis.
We broke Kyle.
You broke Kyle.
In the
And
cart.
everything is dead silent around you.
This is it. You wanted Curtis to be the BBEG. He's doing it without us fighting back. He's coming to put Kyle down. He's coming to put the bard down. He's coming to put these two down, and then he'll hunt.
I had nothing
He
to
will
do
hunt
with it.
Xander down to
I'm
the
not
island
doing
and
it.
shoot him. He will find Xander at the cage of his patron and just be like, "Look at your patron. Look at your patron. Look at it, Xander. Look at it. This is the last thing you fucking see."
We turned this game to Sin City as Curtis has the bad CBEG.
See, this is the
Look
only
at the
reason
flowers,
I
bitch. I
didn't.
got this.
This is the only reason I didn't
Can
actually
I use calm
call
emotions
Curtis.
on him? It would be my last level 2 spell.
Yeah.
But
Everything dies. Everything dies.
Dad, can
Call the
Okay.
police. You got Dobby's memory removed.
You could also use Charm Person, or
Call
you
them.
could use Modify
Make
Memory.
an appointment for
and completely change the memory
ASAP.
that he
I? Wait,
wasn't-
what? I can't hear you. The screaming.
Sorry.
Yeah, you could also use like Modify Memory, I believe you have, which would change his memory from him being responsible to it to blame someone else.
Blame me. I don't care.
Or
Where's modified
you
Blame
memory?
her.
could persuade him that everything is okay, or deceive him that it wasn't his fault, or
Oh, here it is. It's a level 5 that I don't have.
okay.
Call your police.
Okay, I rolled an
See,
18.
the thing is,
So far, 2 of them are waiting for Curtis to respond. After, you woke him up in the middle of the
this
night
really
with busting
isn't the
his
best
car.
idea. What time is it in Tokyo?
Oh, no. All 4 of you have asked to
18.
talk to Curtis.
For common
But
So-
see, the thing is, I didn't call Curtis
2 people
because
did.
we
Welcome.
wrecked
Thanks,
another cart.
I can't hear you.
And broke his clone.
Guys!
Okay. So you're trying to cast Calm Emotions on Kyle.
Yes.
Okay. What is your spell save DC?
19.
So make a, is it Wisdom or Charisma?
Charisma.
For.
Saving throw.
Yeah, it's a charisma save.
Okay, so make a Charisma roll.
19.
19, and what was your total?
18 for the spell. But my DC is 19.
19, and you rolled a 19? Yeah, so it doesn't work.
Spells are just not working tonight.
He made the spell save. He is too racked with guilt and horrible thoughts about how much bloodshed he just
Should have
caused.
just flown.
How all those people you ran over. And that little girl.
Well, I'm gonna use my deception, okay?
And the horse that's smeared across the buildings.
Can I use my deception?
So you're heading towards the island? Okay, you keep heading towards the island.
Don't get shot.
And keep heading towards the island. Doesn't seem to get any closer.
Just turn around and come back.
No,
Okay.
My things are still
So-
here. I'm trying to poof them away.
Xander does not want to be anywhere near you guys right now.
Okay, so what are the rest of you doing?
Trying to poof
can
my
I-
things away.
Try my deception.
You and just
Yeah.
did a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Okay.
text Curtis and I'm gonna say we
Did
broke Kyle.
Did the calls
Not
not
physically,
go
just
through to Curtis?
mentally. We broke Kyle.
What time of day is it in Toka right now?
You get an auto reply message. Curtis is not currently available. Current time in Toka, 3:33 a.m. Please call back during normal business hours of 9 a.m. till 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Saturday, please.
I
Yeah.
texted him and I got that.
Yes.
Did the
As
text-
the text auto reply message that you deleted before you read the rest of.
Imagine if there was something
Which was the
important on
final
there.
key for in case of emergency content.
Can I play it again?
Nope, you
Damn
deleted
it.
it.
You could text him again.
I'm
Don't do it. Don't.
What
Do
did
it.
you text him?
We broke
Broke
Kyle.
Kyle.
Not physically, just
So
emotionally.
you're texting him again?
No.
No.
Okay.
That's what you texted him? Because he's still going to receive that in the morning.
Yep.
First thing
Which
when he wakes
could
up.
probably just be a matter of minutes for
You know,
us.
on Messenger, you can click delete all so no one can see it. Doesn't work like
These are token communicators. You sent the message, which means it was received through the ether by the other person. Whether or not you want to say that you ever sent it to them, you probably could delete that off your token communicator, but you can't delete that they received it.
So, you see her texting, you see her trying to help him out, and you see him freaking out, and you have no idea where Xander's gone.
I'm poofing. Trying to poof again.
So you already got rid of
illusions.
them.
No, I didn't. I failed.
Okay, yeah, oh, that's right. Make another intelligence check. What are you imagining?
I'm not imagining anything. I'm just imagining that they're gone, I guess.
Okay. As you're imagining them all gone, you see them all go poof into little sparkles. And you're still flying towards the island.
Yes. With my eyes closed.
Okay.
Xander, they're really gone this time.
When he opens his eyes, the island's going to be behind him. So, what are you guys doing now?
I'm gonna look
Freaking
for.
out.
I'm gonna look for a boat.
There are a couple flat bottom boats with lanterns coming off them.
I'm gonna be like, okay, let's get on the boat and let's go.
We gotta help Kyle
Can I
first.
try to use my
Let's just
deception
pick him up
to,
and let's get on the boat.
like, to try to help.
What are you going to deceive him? How?
It wasn't your fault. Maybe the brakes were just wacky. You couldn't control what happened.
wasn't his fault.
And then do I need to roll?
Yep. And it's a contested charisma roll.
14 plus my 11. 25.
My charisma's 1. There's statistically no way I can top that.
She makes perfect sense. You know, it's not your fault. You were doing exactly what the rest of the party did. You were defending them as you were supposed to.
What you
You drove the car exactly as you were asked to.
And the
And
brakes
you
were
did
bad.
everything
they did not
you
work on
could
the
to
mud.
avoid. It's not
So,
your fault that the
it is
brakes
the
didn't
truth.
work. You tried to stop. You avoided everyone you could. And it wasn't even you that killed everybody. It was them.
Look at what you did.
Because you know that they were alive. So you may have killed one or two by accident, but the rest of the casualties are not on your hands at all.
I'm just getting on a boat. I didn't have anything to do with this.
And it makes perfect sense to you. You no longer feel guilty.
I'm just prepping
But
a
you
boat.
do feel as though other people have definitely gone against goodwill.
What?
And then you start to remember, I'm a paladin. Part of being a paladin is
Look
righting
at
wrongs.
what you've done.
And those who would create or do atrocities should be stopped.
So should I start? Am I gonna go start curb stomping all the leftover civilians that are alive? I
No,
am
you
kind
want
of
to curb
confused.
stomp these two.
So,
All of us.
No, I did
No,
nothing.
it was
oh no,
just us.
he has no problem really with Fee, because Fee's the one that deceived him and it's not being his fault. He has no real problem with Morrow, because Morrow was busy hacking up pond water. Jake ran away, so no problem there.
Yo!
Wait.
Zach's Wharf Claymore is unconscious in the mud at the end of the pier.
I'm just gonna go over, grab him,
But
just.
driving wise, when we were going through everything, Xander was the only one besides a flopping Morrow that was conscious in the car. Kyle starts
it was-
flying at Xander.
Xander cut the brakes. It's all on him.
So it's up to you who you want to pass the blame on, but so far it looks like the blame goes to
Lydia.
Jake and Lydia.
who were laughing,
But it's definitely
sitting
not
on the
your
roof,
fault.
watching
Okay.
everything
She's
happen.
made that
Odd
abundantly
or
clear.
even?
I'm
Choose
gonna
your
offer you
two.
a pastry from one of my
Roll a
bags.
d4,
It's a
odd or
fairy
even.
recipe.
You know, Kettner aren't all that bad, maybe. There's another deception.
So Kyle gets really confused and then passes the fuck out. I failed the con save on it when he uses an electro thing, so that's why he had a knip shit. He's unconscious
We need to get him to
I'm
that
gonna just-
memory
for the
place
next
now.
4 hours.
I'm just gonna grab him and just kind of pick him up and just put him on the boat.
I'm not sitting on that boat. I'm flying.
Fly. I can't. It takes me
You're
longer.
flying?
I have wings.
Where are you flying?
Can you
The
get on the
boat-
boat?
Barely
I'm
stays
waiting.
above water.
I'm gonna lift him off. Okay. I need.
With you one, it's about halfway down the side of the boat.
So
I'll
two
take
boats.
Claymore. You and him can take the other boat. Are you good at rowing?
You put Claymore in the boat?
He's unconscious.
Yeah. So do you put him in the boat?
Yeah.
Yeah, he weighs about as much as the two of you put together.
I'm just gonna take him out of
The
the
boat sinks.
And now we're killing someone who's not even here.
I'm just gonna grab him out of the cart, just like quickly, just the boat.
Except the cart.
The boat.
Yeah.
So let's just leave him in the turtle cart.
Two
Sorry.
players are unconscious.
Sorry, Zach. I'm not gonna let them kill you, even though it came close.
How
already.
badly damaged is the turtle cart? Can I go look?
It has
It's
no
gone.
left side tires.
It disappeared.
That too, it's on my
He took
bracelet.
it on his bracelet, so.
Yep.
And I'm
But
unconscious.
she's new with your party, so
I'm gonna look at you. He has it. We have these little charms. See how my glaive's on here?
Yes.
We can just shrink them and put on as charms on our bracelet. So he has it.
If you looked at my unconscious body, you would see on my right bracelet there is a little turtle cart with no wheels on the right side.
Can I pick up his vest and see what other charms he has?
I
on it?
wouldn't do that
the
if I were
charms
you.
do not come off. Neither does the bracelet.
I know. I was just looking through them.
Yep. And you see what looks to be a whole bunch of like little rods. You're not sure what they kind of look kind of weird, with little things coming off of them. You see a turtle cart with 3 wheels on the bottom. The 4th wheel is only like a third of a wheel, and it looks like it's also dented and bruised up, and it even still looks bloody. And you see 3 rings on there that don't have anything attached to it.
Okay.
Just spare rings, I'm guessing.
One is the RV, that's back for repairs.
Yeah.
Okay, another one is Blue, who is out right now. Okay, and then the third one is the spare.
The bigger Mountain Dew was in the fridge.
I know, but that's mine.
Blue.
I was
I'm
lazy.
sorry.
Alright,
I
so
took some of it.
I didn't even notice what I was.
Blue. Can you scan him and make sure he's okay?
Blue will tell you that
Kyle
my
is at 100% health and fully functional.
How is he mentally?
We just got a message from Zach. Why?
technically his brain was going so haywire it shut down. And when I rolled the d4 on that con fail, I'm now unconscious for 4 hours.
We need to bring him to get him not.
No, I'm physically fine. I'll wake up in 4
No,
hours.
we want to take your memory away.
You're gonna drag my ass back to Toka where we have no flat surface to
No,
put up
not
a
right
door.
now, but we're going to.
I'm sure there is if you move some of the debris away from one of the houses.
Or, just go into a house.
Can I go around the little woods area and see if there's like big limbs and see if I can make a raft that might hold us?
Make an investigation check.
I'm not sure this wood would be good for it.
So did you actually say what you said to me?
No.
Did you communicate with me mentally?
But you do notice that there's quite a few of these boats that are already put together. There's about 9 of them along the
What did
shoreline.
I say?
And there's also what looks
You
to be a
gotta
small
elaborate.
barge.
I don't remember what I
Small
said 5 seconds ago.
Barge.
Well,
About 10
you
foot by
said
20 foot.
Did I
In
see,
a
did I see
really
this?
quick,
No.
Dang it.
What
kind
is it?
of panicked
It's a bigger
way.
Barge. It's
Xander,
a floating,
they're all
it's
gone.
a raft, basically.
They are really gone.
That's meant to carry goods.
I sent a picture.
Okay. So it might be sturdy enough to carry us on it. Can I see if I can start pushing the raft over?
Tell the party. That'd be wise.
I'm gonna call out to Morrow. There's a big raft thingy over here. Can you help me bring this over there with 2 boats? I have an idea.
Okay. So you're unconscious. You're preparing a raft. You open your eyes?
She just sent me a picture of there not being anything there.
Okay.
So
do you open your eyes?
yeah, and I stopped flying.
Okay. You
Like-
see open water in front of you.
I'm floating.
It works.
Can I roll perception to see if I see the island?
Sure.
8.
Yeah, it didn't take much. You turn around and it's right behind you.
Your eyes were closed. You weren't really paying attention to where you were moving.
Yeah, but a second ago I was flying and it wasn't getting any closer.
Yep, now you're on the other side of it.
What, did nowhere have some lag or something? Like,
Just a wee bit.
I don't know.
GTA when trying to run and jump and runs into a wall.
when all of a sudden you stop, and then you're 200 feet forward.
Or when you clip into one building and you end up coming out the other side of another one.
GTA 4 building hack
There
when
used
you
to-
would get into the closed buildings.
There used to be a building with like a yellow pole, and you can jump over the pole and get into the building.
One of my favorites is one of the parking structures. If you go right behind the dumpster, there's a blank spot in the wall. You go underneath the bottom level of the parking structure, and you can see everything coming up, but they can't hit you. And you can shoot them right through the ceiling because you can see through the floor, but they can't.
GTA is fun when you break it.
Yeah. But anyway, so
So how far away from them am I?
it looks to be about 400 or 500 feet to the shore where they are. It looks to be about 50 feet back to the island.
I'm gonna try to fly back to the island.
Okay.
Do I get to the island?
Alright, so let's go a couple rounds of you flying to the island. Because that should, under normal, take you like 2 rounds, right?
Around in a second, yeah.
Okay. So you're unconscious. You and Mara were working on the raft. What are you doing? You see them working on the raft, and you see him and Zach unconscious.
I don't know how heavy this or how sturdy this is.
Did she see
but
me
maybe
floating towards the island?
If we tied 2 boats
She'd have to do a
together,
perception
we could
check, and it'd be really hard to see
tie that
you
down
on
and secure
that
it
far out.
down, that might work.
You never
Yeah,
know.
since
Certainly
I'm
could be
still
elevated.
flying,
As
is
far
there,
as you know, he's coming back.
is there nothing under me like debris of sharp things? So I
Oh,
can
there's
land?
debris, carcasses, lots of carcasses, blood,
We didn't drive them to insanity, we drove them to their death.
and
No,
organs,
I drove them to insanity.
vegetables,
Which drove them to it.
clothing. Looks like some high-end goods.
Can I
Porcelain.
loot?
Huh?
I'm gonna loot them.
You can start looting?
Yep.
All right, how long do you want to take doing this?
Till they get the raft ready and them on it.
So an hour? An hour of looting. All right,
Sure,
make
see
an
whatever I can
investigation
get.
roll.
Sam, I'm sorry for the last one on the page.
Good job.
What investigation?
Yep,
8.
that's fees. 8?
8. These dice aren't rolling well for me tonight.
All right, you find 600 gold in total.
So 848 gold.
Passed
Take it
out
over.
from hurting people.
Xander, what was that? A watermelon.
And
I tried
you
to
find
protect him.
3 crates of vegetables that were not smashed.
But are they covered in blood?
You could just wash it off.
They actually made it through clean.
Wow.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Wow.
Because right next to them is the bushel of swords that the guy impaled himself on.
Imagine if all the
Curtis
swords are
would be
clean.
laughing,
They're
but
blood
Kyle's
steel.
mentally
What?
breaking
They're
down.
blood steel swords, so they're all just clean.
They'll be fine when he
No, they're
wakes
actual
up.
steel.
No, you'll still
He's
be trying to
done.
pass the blame on either Jake or I.
Yeah, that's one thing you notice. There's no blood steel here. You even start to notice, after you're investigating stuff, even the around where you are right down in the swamp, it's not infected with bloodsteel.
Imagine
There's
if
not
it
a
was
red
whole
tinge to
town.
everything. It's a
Do I see this?
greenish tinge.
I point it out tomorrow.
I
But
wanna
you're
root
building the
myself
raft.
just a little bit while building the raft.
It's earth.
Root.
You feel enervating energy come up into you, and as you look down at your hands, you see bits of red come out of your pores and spill out into the ground.
Unroot.
As
It
soon
was
as you
taking the
unroot,
corruption
the red
out.
starts seeping back into your flesh.
Yeah, but the only reason I have that is because a little bit of corruption I have in me that gives me my beast rage. If I get rid of all of it, I get rid of my beast rage.
Okay.
That didn't sound like
But you can
a
take
yes, you're
samples from
right.
the trees that are around the swamp area looks like.
Or you can go back to the workshop and dip your pinky in it. Seeing as how there's still plenty of canisters. Seeing as how Xander hasn't drank all of it yet.
What are you writing? You're writing something.
Let the DM do his DM business.
If the note's coming to you, you'll know what he's sending you.
Okay.
If it's not going to you, it's a note, so it's confidential.
So you just want to make sure you hold on to that little bit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it is coming to me.
No.
Oh.
To me.
Yeah.
It's not that
Your
good.
patron would let you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not.
It's up to you if you want to share.
Well, I'm not sharing with her because I'm not there.
Oh yeah.
You have communicator.
But again,
But, yeah,
he
she
doesn't
wasn't-
know that
Yeah,
red
so-
liquid just started seeping out of you when you rooted because Xander's not there.
Yeah. So my bad. That would be something that you would know if you were there, but you're not. So. And you would have no clue.
I
And
mean,
you would have no clue.
but-
And you would have no clue.
Technically, it's a
might.
logical thing.
Well,
I have
It is a
detect thoughts
logical
5
thing.
times per day, though.
Huh?
I was reading my
Can I share it?
thing, and I
What's
have
that?
Fool's Insight, which is detect thoughts 5 times per day, and that is for a class feature.
Yeah.
That's about it. So I could if I wanted to, but
Okay. So
panic.
you guys get the barge all fixed up. It looks like it's in good shape. So what do you guys want to do? Do you guys just want to like camp out here for the night, or what?
I'm gonna get on the boat.
We need to get to the island as soon as possible.
okay, I'll go with the boat, and the others could sleep.
Okay. So are you bringing
Yes.
the bodies up?
I'm holding your bodies on.
Okay.
Does
And
it
the boat
stay?
starts sinking.
Does it-
No.
It floats. It's definitely designed to take actual stuff on it.
So I'm just gonna start rowing.
There's no oars. It's a barge.
It's a big stick.
Usually it's a big stick.
And you just move the stick,
But
pull it
the
out.
water's
shift
really
it.
deep.
How big is this damn stick?
The stick's about 20 feet long.
This ain't gonna work.
Can I look around for a long stick?
You don't find anything over 30 feet.
You are a stick.
Let's just make oars.
That's not broken.
That's not broken.
Yeah.
Can I use my druidcraft to make oars? Like big oars, like out of like wood
Sure, that'll
around.
take you about an hour.
Okay, I'm just gonna start
During
doing
this
that.
hour, can I
Or just a
continue
long
to
stick,
search?
and you and me can each guess.
Or-
Sure.
would be
Another
easier.
investigation check.
Wait,
So-
is there fabric?
Yes. So you
Cross
fly and
release,
fly
it's
towards this
insane.
island.
Okay.
You get to about 20 feet within it. You feel like you've flown for at least 100 feet, but you're still 20 feet away from the island.
I keep going.
Close your eyes.
Okay.
Well, actually, can I, like, see if there's a magical barrier or something? Can I try to
Detect
sense
magic?
one?
How would you do it?
If you have detect magic, that's the best bet.
I got a 17. Curious question, Sean.
Curious answer.
With the Toka credits, if I ask a question, do you have to
It
respond
died.
exactly?
I have to respond.
Okay.
Do you have enough for it?
Yes.
It's only fair and correct for me to do it that way.
Where
right?
would detect magic be?
You've used it a few times.
I smell rooted.
OTD.
Oh. No, that's just spell magics.
Yeah.
What level is detect
For
magic?
me, it's a level.
I asked a
10.
question. Now I wait.
Can I see your list? Your spell list.
It's not on here.
I can't use level 5s and up.
Yeah, it's a level 1 spell. You don't have it.
Could I be able to use my Toka communicator to scan
No.
to see if there's a magical field?
What?
What?
Could I use my Toka communicator to scan to see if there's a magical field around the island? Is that a
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
possibility?
Okay.
Yeah.
Make a investigation check.
5.
5?
Yeah.
You know the app is on here somewhere. You just can't seem to find it in the directory after directory after directory of possible Magic Finder apps.
You could just ask.
Most of which require some kind of weird subscription or other cost
Who am I
to
gonna
join.
ask?
And
Someone you know has detect magic.
You're nowhere near me.
You have a
Can
Toka
I
communicator.
root?
You could ask and I could
So
explain
I'm
it.
gonna root.
Explain the app.
after a few moments, you once again see
'Cause I
the
would
red
know, right?
essence leak out of you, drip down to the ground, and sizzle away.
Cute.
And you feel completely the same.
I'm just gonna continue making the oars.
Okay.
They're longer-ish oars, like kind of like the ones in like the Viking ships, for bigger ships.
So more like the standing canoe oars
Yeah.
that are used like in the eastern countries and Philippines and shit.
How long has it been since I've been in my crate?
8-9 hours.
So I'm still good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
You
want
can
to
go for a
sleep,
couple of days without being in your crate fee.
Okay.
If you want to
I
sleep,
rolled
you
a
could just sleep
17
on
for
the
my
boat. I'm almost
investigation
done.
for my second search there.
It's fine.
Do I have an oar almost done?
It's going to be an hour, so I'm going to go through piece by piece. You're making oars.
I have my cook set, right?
Yes.
Can I make food since I have the...
You find all the ingredients you could ever want splashed across the
I give
marketplace.
her the veggies.
I'm gonna make a stew with the meat that's from earlier too.
Okay. By the way,
Some
where are
more.
you putting all this? Because you don't have a bag of holding yet.
I have a bag. I have my inventory sheet.
Yeah, but you don't have a bag of holding.
That's what I've been
Wait.
putting it into.
Ask
Do I
one of
see
us to
this?
carry it.
Okay. Your backpack can't even hold all that meat.
Do I see this?
You said I had some. That I prepped it for like...
Yeah. Okay. The rest of it, I figured you could put away in the turtle cart at this point, or away in the RV before it exploded.
Do I see that she doesn't have a bag of holding?
You can see I only have a crate on my back.
Well, you
My
can see
marionette
that,
inside.
you know, as she's walking, her bag looks pretty old and beat up, and it's.
Can I
As
search?
I'm making an oar, can I get her a bag of holding?
What are you making yours? Go with one step at a time.
Okay.
You can help her out with that afterwards, but if we're jumping around too much, it gets really complicated to follow.
And
Okay.
confusing.
All right, and then what were you doing?
Investigating for more
Yeah,
loot.
that's right.
then
850 gold.
850.
Okay. You also find 77 platinum and 64 assorted gems, each worth about 20 gold each.
Wouldn't it have sucked if she found a broken Toko communicator that was ran over by a cart?
Don't roll it.
Kyle's gonna be asleep for the next 2 hours,
okay,
regardless
you
of
won't-
anything
you won't hear
happening in the
anything.
world.
Oh, sorry.
Yep. And then you still flying towards the island?
I'm floating there, still trying to figure out the app. Can I call her
Sure.
and ask where the app is?
Make an intelligence check if you want to answer him.
I answered.
You remember the app that Cynthia showed you that she used to use occasionally and Curtis used to use occasionally. Okay. She sent you the link to the app. It's 30 platinum for the app.
I buy it.
Okay. And then it takes a moment to install. And then you start running it. And
Oh, hi, Aber.
it basically tells you cannot get a true reading due to fluctuating arcane energies within the vicinity.
So there is a magical field.
Abby! Abby, come here. Abby, come. Good girl.
I have 1,698 gold.
That's cool.
Where did Phoenix go?
So what do you want to do now?
Keep going.
Okay. Still unconscious.
Try to get to the
making
fucking
breakfast. Rooted, finishing up the barge.
Yep.
Okay. So are you going back to the shore yet?
No, I'm still going right back. I'm trying to go to the island.
Yeah, you can't seem to get any closer to it.
Son of a bitch.
So you did the first time, just close your eyes.
And go over it.
Just time it right.
Keep opening your eyes every 5 seconds.
I'm just blinking.
I say this in the kindest of ways, Sky. You hurt my fucking head.
It's okay, so do I.
Okay, I'm gonna fly back to the shore extremely cautiously. And as fast as I can. Let me guess. A stray bullet comes out of nowhere and strikes me in the spine, paralyzing me for life.
Make
I'm
a dexterity
unconscious.
throw. Just a dexterity saving throw.
19.
19?
Yeah.
You barely dodge out of the way as a tentacle reaches up from the water and almost grabs you.
Does the tentacle feel familiar?
Not at all.
I'm gonna go as fast as I can.
Do we see this?
No.
He's on the other side of like a forest.
Oh.
He's out in the middle of the lake.
You guys, hey, you're like here.
Yeah.
I'm out here.
Oh, lovely.
Lucky. It was a DC 18 to avoid
Oh
that.
my god.
Otherwise you would have been pulled in the water.
You just hear a faint, muffled, and then a little
Everyone on the
splash.
shore, make a perception roll to see if you hear the little fuck.
Oh, a tentacle
7.
came out of the water and tried to grab me. Roll a perception roll to see if you heard me scream fuck as a tentacle,
3. I see nothing.
Nope. It takes you a little bit to get back to shore. Okay.
Oh no. Tell me that's not
Make
a
a
20.
that
dexterity
smell?
saving throw.
Me?
What?
What's that smell?
I don't know.
11.
As the tentacle reaches up, it wraps around your leg.
Kinky.
Make a strength or athletics saving throw. Or you could use your acrobatics to try and get out of the way.
There's no point.
He rolled in that one.
See,
Yeah.
is anyone ordering a...
My phone
I-
died, yeah.
I got this.
I want to move faster.
Oh, no, I don't see anything being ordered for help, so...
Oh crap! I spelled it
Oh,
wrong.
shit.
I spelled
Okay.
it wrong.
So, Hake and Jake...
I fast typed and I didn't put H, I put J.
So, you get 2d6 plus an advantage. Okay, this is fun like this. And that
So-
came up quick.
Do I still add the athletics now that I'm adding something on
Wait,
top
yeah,
of
what
the
would I
one?
ask?
Yep.
15.
If you clicked on blessing, you just put
Okay.
his name.
Yep, that's just
That's
enough
good.
actually to
What do I
get
do for
to break yourself free and start bolting
He's
away.
good. He's good. But I'll teach you his name.
I'm calling Eris.
Okay. You get a phone call.
I answer.
Tentacle! Tentacle! Black tentacle!
I will get
Black tentacle!
He's being
Wait. So let me get this straight really quickly.
As
The
you're-
logic of the table. So I'm ripping ass flying back to shore, and you're coming out over the water to try to meet me.
I'm gonna fly a little lower than he is, if I can.
She doesn't know what type of tentacle it is, dude.
I said a giant black tentacle is attacking me.
And I'm getting guiding bolt ready.
Is 22 enough to hit you?
21 is my AC.
The only reason why I asked, I didn't even make you do that, is because I rolled 2 20s to hit you with those tentacles.
Oh my god.
Okay.
AC is
20? Okay. As you're racing towards him, a tentacle reaches up and wraps itself around you and starts to pull you down towards the water. As she is coming like this, as you're coming like this, you look down just in time to see your tentacle reach up and grab her.
Can I reach out to grab her?
Yeah. So, are you trying to escape?
Yes.
You can
Fight
make
it.
an athletics roll, and you still have an advantage to use.
Calamari,
I do?
just bite it.
Yeah. you have an
So
advantage
grab
too.
her and
Can I-
run.
Then roll to reach out and grab her.
8.
Like, might want to do that.
She fails to get free.
It'd be good to give her a
What am I rolling?
I don't
for
have
here?
any
What
more.
am I going?
You do
for?
it.
What am
I
I?
don't have enough. She does.
What am I going for here?
I have 99.
This would be a strength check against his grapple.
Give yourself a
18.
blessing.
18.
Yeah.
You click on redeem.
Okay.
You click on bless.
Eris, you feel your shoulder pop out of joint as you're ripped out of the tentacle.
I promise I'll heal that. I
screams.
promise I'll heal that. I promise I'll heal
She
that.
screams as you feel her arm pop a bit as you pull her out of the tentacle and race back to shore.
I promise I'll heal
Hear
that
the
up.
scream.
Huh?
Can I roll to see if I hear the scream?
I'm
It's close
screaming
enough to
at
shore, you hear it.
Do I hear
The
Are
it?
we
two
back
of
over
them
the shore yet?
come into the shore screaming and land.
I pull out my popcorn
Who's-
bucket as soon as we land, tap it 15 times, and hand it to you.
I'm in too much pain to move.
Alright, then I'm taking a piece of popcorn and shoving it down her throat.
Make an attack roll. Plus
Strength?
dexterity. Or strength if
Dexterity?
you want to shove it down it.
Dexterity 18.
Okay.
I'm not even gonna bother rolling.
Okay. So,
Choke.
yeah, you try.
Literally what happens is this.
You try, but her AC is higher than that. So, she's able to stay. So, you're able to shove it into her cheek, her eye. Her
Okay, then
neck.
I'm just taking the popcorn
Can I roll
bucket
to
and
see if
putting
I
it
can
over her
help fix her
mouth.
shoulder and put it back into place?
No,
Make a
don't touch
medicine
me!
check.
Just literally
I'll
open
hold it.
your mouth.
Nat 20.
I'll
Nat
hold her.
20.
Oh.
I'll hold her.
You don't even realize what's going on when all of a sudden you hear a pop and your shoulder feels perfectly fine again. And you're like in shock for a moment and you look down and there's the bard looking up to you with his sweet little smile.
Can I just flop onto the ground?
And why do I
I'm gonna
why do
give
I
her
see-
normal candy.
Why do I see you just looking up like, feel better?
Can I just flop on the ground?
Hey.
We're getting warm in here, huh?
Yeah, it's warm.
Alright, I'm out of here, bro. I'll see you
night.
later, man.
Take
All
care,
right.
Daddy.
See you
It was
soon,
great
right?
seeing you again.
Yep, good seeing you.
Bye, Uncle.
Bye-bye. You
I'm
got
gonna hand her a normal candy.
Monday you working?
Yeah.
You have a blessing
Holiday,
to
but-
use when you're ready from
Yeah.
Just working every
Fate.
night now, and
Yeah, it's tomorrow night through Thursday
I spent
night.
100 on that. I have 56
And
left.
bills.
yeah.
Don't
Good,
expect
pay
me
your
to do
bills.
it again.
Yep.
You
Alright,
can't
man,
do
we'll
it
see you.
again.
See you later, Daddy-o.
Bye, everybody. Have a good evening.
You
You
too,
too.
John.
There's big black tentacles out there. We can't go in the water.
Yeah, you might want to get the bodies off the boat
Now.
and get off
They're
of the
on
water.
shore. I haven't pushed the boat out yet.
She was making oars.
No, when you put the bodies on the boat, I
Never-
said
Damn.
it sinks, and he
Dad.
said no, it floats.
Can I go check the
Thus meaning the boat is on the water.
devastated town to see if I could find a new
Right
bag?
now, I'm making words. I'm focused.
Great, so the
Yes,
two
make an
people that
investigation
are
roll.
unconscious are...
I hope people are logged in because they're about to get a burst of
19.
points.
I'm on.
And it's only going to happen if you're on.
19.
Hold on.
19?
I'm on.
Are you okay?
I'm on the ground face down.
How's the
I'm gonna
mud
flip him
taste?
over.
Oh my god, a tentacle reaches out of the water and grabs me, doesn't it? Please.
No, you guys are fine on the shore. You find a bag. You go into this small shop that you find about halfway down that oddly has no damage. Even the flowers out front are perfectly fine. Inside, there's an old lady sitting there
Hagatha?
Heck?
who looks up at you, smiles.
Hello.
Such a wonderful bunch of excitement we have today.
Oh no.
We're sorry. It was a complete accident.
It's fantastic. It's been hilarious.
I know.
They were annoying. Now new people will come in.
If we clean the bodies up.
So what bag did I find?
You may pick one thing from my store as long as you do not try to do anything against my home.
Do I see any?
If you do, bad stuff will happen. Otherwise, you're pretty entertaining.
I have no intentions of
It's the
hurting you.
bag,
I just
Hagatha.
want a bag.
It was so bloody. A bag.
Yeah, I just need either a bag of holding or some type of bag because mine's falling apart.
Oh. Well, I do have something that I acquired
Yes.
many years ago from an odd girl. So, I suppose I can give you this. And she pulls out a small black velvet bag
Mhm.
adorned with small bones.
Oh.
That sounds oddly familiar.
And what looks to be a squirrel skull on the front flap of it.
Sounds oddly familiar.
Sounds like something Shadow would use.
Sounds like something a certain mage would use or a certain other bard would use. Sounds like a bag that Cass had.
So she looks at you and she whispers a word into your ear,
Mhm.
hands it to you,
Yeah.
says, "This is yours now. Say the word."
What word was it?
I'm not telling you. You can decide what your own keyword is for it. Just make sure it sounds something like does not sound like a common word.
Something you wouldn't
Cock.
No.
Something
No.
you
She'll
wouldn't
say
say
that.
on a, something you wouldn't say in a normal sentence.
With the effect that it's going to happen, you don't want that to be the keyword.
You want something.
Moose knuckles.
Moose
Moose knuckles?
Moose knuckles.
She's going to say moose knuckles in a random. I'm going to have to make a note of that. Moose knuckles.
You're
Write that
gonna
down.
have to write that down.
Hey Bard, do you think moose have knuckles?
Most likely.
Just looks at me completely forgetting. Moose knuckles?
So,
Do I notice that she disappeared?
make a perception roll at disadvantage.
She has a blessing.
Yep. So you can add the d6 to it, but
Is it still disadvantage?
Yes.
Oh.
And you said perception, right?
Aye.
Okay, so what keyword is moose knuckles to activate it?
Yeah. The
22.
keyword is moose knuckles.
22.
22?
Yep.
Yeah, you notice that she's disappeared.
Evers!
You're not sure where though.
Evers!
Can I flip him over?
Abby, come.
I'm laying face down on the
Is
ground.
moose knuckles one word or two?
It's
One
one
word.
word.
Especially as a keyword that you're using, it's a one word.
Moose knuckles.
Are you going to flip me over?
I'm flipping you over.
Yeah. Okay, you're flipped over.
Are you okay?
I want to look it up. How does the mud taste?
You're conscious.
Fuck off, Morrow. Stupid ass tree.
Are you okay?
I was just felt up by a fucking tentacle monster and then had to save the prettiest member of the party from the tentacle monster and broke her fucking shoulder because of a tentacle monster. So, Eris, sweetheart, what do you think? Am I okay?
Stand up. We have a bard to go find.
I'm fine.
Wait, no, but
So, do you say the keyword, Fee?
Yes.
Alright. The bones come flying off the bag and form a doorway of rippling shadow.
Okay, go into it.
Okay. As you go in, you find yourself in a 20-foot square room that's completely empty,
Mm-hmm.
and the doorway disappears behind you.
What the fuck?
And you just see a squirrel skull on the wall.
I go up and poke it. Like
Soon as
poke
you-
it in the skeleton
As
nose.
soon as you poke the squirrel skull, the doorway opens back up, and you step right back into that shop.
What is that?
And then the doorway disappears, and the bones return to the bag.
What is that? Ask for lady.
Ah, I had a little shop for a while before I got driven out of town. Used to make these for people.
What are they?
It's a portal bag. It's a Roman... I modified a portable hole spell and turned it into something cool, okay?
Okay.
But that's what you wanted, so here you go.
Thanks.
You get a room. Anytime you cast it, it will open a doorway. Once you go through the doorway will close. Whenever you go to leave, it will open the doorway again right where it was opened the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Or the last time, I should say.
Thank you. How much is it?
Now, you can go away now?
You get it for free.
If you want me to, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I leave.
And don't come back.
Okay. Bye.
I gotta go resurrect some of these people.
Okay, I tie the bag around
It's gonna be expensive.
my waist.
You can pay for it. Alright, so you leave the store?
Mm-hmm.
you're
Tying the
looking
little
for?
bag around my waist.
Okay. You see her skip out of a store, tying something to her waist.
I just look at her and tilt my head.
I needed a new bag,
Okay.
but instead I got something cooler.
Let me see.
I'm gonna take the black bag off my waist, moose knuckles, and what does it pop open?
And the bones fly off of the bag, form a portal that opens a shimmering shadow.
Step into it.
I have a feeling if I step into it, I'll get damaged.
I
Wanna
go.
Step into it or not? And you
Walking
can see it
backwards
too,
into
because
it.
you're right there next
Sure,
to her.
why not?
Just gently
I see it
grabbing
too,
your
but
finger
yeah.
and leading you in. Grabbing a finger and leading
I'm
her
not going
in.
in.
Huh?
I'm not going in.
I
So,
feel
are
like
you
I'm
going in
about to get
first?
Yeah,
Okay. So you're going in,
yeah.
and you're holding her finger. Okay.
Get ready to lose a finger.
Wait, no. No, I feel like that isn't safe. I'm gonna let go of her finger.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Easy.
You notice that the doorway starts closing as soon as she goes through it. Your hand is in the portal, which feels cool and and not bad, almost like you're reaching through cool water. Only then it starts closing.
I'm gonna start walking back
Okay.
towards her.
You feel your finger being let go of, and you pull your hand out just as it closes.
Who's gonna get hurt?
You see her hand disappear just as the wall appears.
Can I walk back out?
You walk into a wall.
I thought you said it would open up.
It's almost
Oh
like.
wait, can I look around the room to see what it looks like?
It's completely barren with dark red walls.
Looks like it needs a paint job.
I like the red walls. I wonder
It's
what I
like
could
an
put in here.
upgraded version of our bags of holding.
Yeah, except for she can go in it.
No,
Downgraded.
it's a portable hole with flare.
A room
A
can be
portable
filled.
room.
I want it.
A room can be filled. Get that so when the kids misbehave, we could just throw them in there.
Okay, we misbehave. We're deep.
That sounds like something Medusa would do from Soul Eater,
I was
okay?
about to say.
It's a very common
Yeah.
trick used by quite a few people, actually. Alright, so at this point, there's plenty of open buildings that people are not going to be going to their homes for tonight. It is starting to get dark and late, so I would probably recommend at this point, set up, make some dinner, have some camp, and then we can continue later, because it's like 9 o'clock at this point, and this seems like a good spot to leave it off.
Yeah.
Everyone good with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't have my little red bag.
Alright, so
I need a sticky note.
I take it all of you are going to what? Choose like the nearby tavern and steal a room, or are you going to steal someone's house? What are you doing?
I'm gonna go to the tavern.
The tavern is empty.
I'm gonna go to the tavern too and go behind
But-
the bar.
There's plenty of drinks up on the bar, and there's a fire still going in the kitchen. It looks like they have some prepared
Sky,
foods
can I have a
already.
I'm
post-it
gonna
note?
walk back out of
Uncooked?
the tavern and grab Kyle.
Can I go
Who's
into the
still
tavern too?
unconscious.
Okay. You see her come out of the tavern as you go towards it. So you're gonna go in there.
I'm gonna
Alright.
go to the kitchen and I'm gonna make
Don't,
something.
I call back. Don't raid all the food.
I'm gonna make something.
You hear her call out that she's gonna make something. So I take it everyone's just gonna pull Zach and unconscious Zach and
Yeah.
Curtis. Sorry, Kyle. I'm trying.
Oh, I know. I'm still unconscious. I just look at me unconscious for at least another
Yeah.
hour according to what I've been listening
I'm gonna
to.
pop my Liam's hut out and
Where are you pulling that out?
I'm gonna go a little away from the shore.
A little away from the township and set it out?
Yeah, I'm gonna go into the town a little bit and set it up.
Into town a little bit? There's only one street in this town, and it's a mess.
Yeah,
I would just go into the building.
fine. I'll just go into the tavern.
Okay.
Behind the bar, do I see any expensive-looking whiskey?
Make an investigation check.
You're gonna have me pull in the bodies though.
I can just do it myself.
3.
I'm talking
No.
about Kyle and Cleveland.
Do
Yeah,
I see any whiskey at all?
None of the bottles are properly labeled, and you have a mixture between clear liquor, brown liquor, yellow liquor, beer, ale, and you have no idea what the black liquor is, but it smells horrible.
Can I just grab a bottle of the clear liquor?
Yep.
A closed one. Is
Yep.
there any closed ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just
Plenty
gonna
of 'em.
grab one, rip
Yeah.
the top off of it, and just start drinking it.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
I should grab the black liquor and bring it to Cynthia.
16.
She might like it.
This is incredibly
Green tea.
potent moonshine. After a swig, you're already feeling drunk. You failed actually that con save at that point.
Aris! Have some! Aris! Aris, have some moonshine!
So, you guys all set up camp in the inn for the night, I take it, right?
I make food,
Yeah.
so yeah.
She makes you a wonderful dinner.
I grab the black liquid and put it in my bag of holding for Cynthia.
You gonna try it?
No.
I'm
Okay.
gonna lay on the ground.
Why? Should I?
It's up to you.
Can I do an insight or investigation check on it first to see if I
I
know
want
what
to
it
try the
is?
yellow one
Sure.
and hope it's not.
I need that yellow and red dice.
Why?
So you want to try the yellow one?
Yes.
Make a Constitution roll.
That one.
I don't know what it is.
3.
It's
Three.
black.
Okay.
So I'm not immune to alcohol.
No, you're not.
I have a backup idea.
You take one sip, and this would be wonderful furniture polish. Because you feel it strip away everything on the windpipe all the way down. Have a good night.
That's
See you later.
Everything in the windpipe all the way down, and it starts burning in your stomach.
Damn it.
Like it's
That's
gonna
the
burn a
whiskey.
hole through for it.
Well, you
What
found
is
something
it?
better. Moonshine.
You don't know, but it's some kind of weird mix.
I'm gonna lay on the floor.
I'm gonna
No.
put the yellow thing down.
Yeah, you're starting to feel it already.
Pain.
Okay.
It's not magic. If it kills me, I'll just come back.
And for you,
I didn't drink it. I investigated it.
investigating it means you'd at least pop it open or take a small sniff of it.
Yeah.
Okay, make a Constitution check.
12.
It's an intoxicating aroma. Kind of has a sweet flavor to it,
Can
smell
I
to it.
scan it?
Almost like sugar, molasses, and licorice.
Can I scan it with the token indicator?
So we getting you right home?
No, I'm not gonna.
Oh, you sure not? I would have been happy to help you. You know that, right?
No, I know.
Alright, just making sure.
Scan says highly alcoholic, unknown other properties, and that unknown material that it's created from.
I'm gonna take a tiny sip.
Okay. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Is there an upstairs?
10.
10. Fee, what are you thinking about right now? as your drunk character sitting there?
I think I
No,
like
same,
this liquid
same
already.
question to you two.
I'm unconscious still.
I'm thinking about how it
What are you
hurts.
thinking about while you're unconscious?
Nothing.
Or dreaming about?
My character doesn't
Burns,
dream.
not hurts.
Burns. If it burns, it hurts.
Honestly, Xander's mind is just stuck on Eris.
Okay, so you hear in your head
Let's get it.
Hale's voice. If it burns, it's good. It burns so good. What was exactly you said?
I was just saying it burns.
It burns. It burns. And she seems to be happy about it. And,
Okay.
and as you look over at Xander, you get flooded with a whole... You describe it. Exactly what are you thinking about? I thought it'd be interesting.
God, she just always looks great in that armor. Bet she'd look great without it, too.
My face flushes red. Anyone who sees it looks like, are you a red light bulb?
Yeah, so the conscious ones would notice it, which would only be Morrow, who is already falling asleep.
Well, I mean, at this point, Xander would probably be staring at her, right?
Yeah. So as you're staring at her, you see her turn beet red, and the thought occurs to you, and you hear it occur to him as well. Wait, did I say that out loud?
Just wait. No. No one ever hears these thoughts.
I'm gonna cap the
Happen
bottle
will-
and put it in my bag of holding. I'm gonna duplicate it later.
They happen way too often for someone to just start noticing.
You're hearing all this.
Fucking idiot, Xander.
Huh? Huh?
When you look over at Curtis, you just hear white noise and static.
Oh
It
my
was like
God.
That Slender Man noise.
Wait, how drunk would you say Xander is right now?
I would say you are...
White girl blacked out.
No. I would say redneck about to light themselves on fire drunk.
I want to walk up to Kyle.
You know
who's
what
slumped
level
somewhere.
I'm talking about, right?
Yeah,
The
yeah,
thing
I
is
know.
that I feel like this is what Shadow wore when I was
So,
playing her.
so,
Oh, yeah,
where
right.
is Kyle's body located?
Next
On
to
a
me.
couch.
Is he sitting up?
Didn't
No, I'm unconscious still.
Well, I mean,
Isn't
yeah,
this,
but
like,
someone
something
might have
an
leaned you
an
up
outfit
in
Shadow
No, I
had
the
laid him
sofa.
down.
when
brought
I
him
was
in.
first playing her.
I'm just gonna
That's
walk
pretty
up to
cool.
Kyle's, unconscious body and be like,
Comatose.
Oh, yeah. This is
I'm just
something
gonna be
Shadow
like,
used to
Kyle,
do.
try this.
Something like it.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
not
Is
much.
Kyle
I know.
dead?
No, he's just having a mental breakdown. It's okay.
He's entirely unconscious right now.
I'm just gonna try to carefully
Don't.
place the bottle on Kyle's head.
Xander.
He doesn't notice.
Yeah, no shit, Kyle doesn't notice.
He's in a coma right now, and he will be for the next 45 minutes, give or take.
So let's raid this place of its alcohol.
Are there any
Kyle
more
doesn't
bottles of the
respond.
black liquid
He's still
on the wall?
unconscious.
I know, I was saying it out loud.
He is
too.
quite literally incapable of waking up for the next 45 minutes.
I have a Baron room.
Make an
right?
investigation check.
I have an empty room. The pocket I think I got.
9.
Completely empty.
So is there tables and chairs in this tavern?
9. You find one bottle.
Can I
Yeah.
grab it
Can I
and put it in my bag of holding?
Can I open my bag and start put a table and 6 chairs in there?
All right. You start stealing tavern adornment. So knowing you, it's probably a table, a couple bar stools.
Do you know how long
bunch
it's
of-
gonna take to do that?
So you
care.
see her go into her, drag a table and push a table into her room,
Door closes.
and as soon as she goes in, the door disappears. And then you see her come out of the shadow a few moments later, grab a couple chairs, go in, door disappears. She comes back out of the door reappearing.
Are you
and
still
then-
reading my mind?
And then you see her grab another
That's up
chair,
to
and she
you.
just throws it in the door, and the door stays open.
She's still reading my mind.
For the next 10 minutes.
I am so sorry for what Eris is about to hear Xander say.
Let's have it.
Next, I'm gonna go check the rooms for a bed.
Okay, and I'm guessing you're singing to yourself while you're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you hear her singing a little song. I steal the chair, I steal the table. Now I have a dining set. I steal the
Now would
plates,
be a
I steal
perfect
the
time.
forks. Now
Great
I have
people.
a dining set.
I wonder how drunk I'd
You see
need
the
to get
jester move
Eris
over,
to
her
make
little
her lay with me.
marionette move over and start grabbing silverware and a couple bottles of alcohol and bringing them in. And the jester,
Drunk
the
Xander.
marionette goes in and out, no problem.
I look at
This
the
is
marionette.
worse than when he drank
I talk to
Maradin's
Marionette?
alcohol.
Yep.
I grab its attention.
It looks at you. Jingle,
Take
jingle.
all the alcohol you find in here.
Go for it. Go for it. Yes.
You start
How you
skipping,
doing?
grabbing like a big bottle in each hand.
I'm gonna tell
This
him
thing's
if
on. It's a lot stronger
Oh,
than you
by
thought
the
it would
way,
be.
don't
I'm gonna
forget
tell
when
him I
you
like
wake
it.
up,
This whole-
you're gonna see a
This whole
bottle of
marionette
vodka
weighs
on your
maybe
forehead.
3 to 4 pounds.
Or
I look
5
back down
pounds,
at it
Moonshine.
between its
Okay.
transfers and I put my hand out for a high five.
Okay. As you go to put your hand out, it just races right by you. Comes back a few moments later with a keg in each hand, and just goes in.
Oh my god, this
I'm gonna
little
tell him
dude's
if he sees
awesome.
anything that he likes, just to grab it too.
No! What if he sees something on us?
You see him jump up on a wall, pull down a boar's head.
Is there an upstairs?
He's
know
grabbing
that.
all kinds of weird shit.
Mm-hmm.
You can get to take a chance to wake up at this point.
I rolled a 17 on my con save at this point.
That
You
means that
wake
you wake
up
up to see
just
this.
as you're sitting on this couch, in time to see this marionette jump over your head, grab the painting off the wall,
Okay.
jump back off of the wall, and disappear through a shadow doorway that you see on the other side of the room.
So
Yeah, I thought
Kyle
you
just
grabbed the
stands
board
up.
It's a long story.
Glass
I thought he
bottle
grabbed the board head,
shatters.
You
Yeah.
left it on my head?
After he grabbed the
Yes,
boar's head,
he
went
did.
Yeah!
Yeah.
I left it on your
I'm in the clear
forehead.
now.
So the bottle breaks when it hits the ground, I imagine, because Kyle just stands right up, just not knowing where the
Which
fuck
bottle?
he is.
The
Moonshine.
moonshine.
Okay.
Still
Yep.
open.
As you wake up, you realize, whoa, there was something on my head as you hear it clatter against the ground, and it does not break.
Does it spill?
Kyle looks
Yeah,
at
it
it.
was still
it was
open.
corked. No, it was open.
I ripped it open.
So, and it starts pouring liquid that you can smell from here. It is
17 to pick it up.
potent liquor.
17 to pick it up.
You don't even have to roll. It's just.
I want to pick it up without losing many, because now I'm going to start chugging it, because it just occurred to me I have no idea where I am at, and there's alcohol.
Yep. You notice that you're in a tavern. Okay. You see the Kender run up the stairs, and her marionette is just stealing anything that looks pretty off the walls, all the alcohol from behind the bar. Okay. Eris is beet red, and every time she looks over at Xander, she just turns even more beet red. Okay. So what's going through your head at the moment?
Where are we?
Kyle! Welcome back.
How long was I out?
4 hours.
Tentacle monster!
We got attacked by a tentacle monster trying to cross the lake.
And you hear a subtle voice in his head. What the fuck? What the hell is going on?
Oh, and in Xander's head, he's
What?
suddenly thinking about Eris naked and tentacles.
Okay, she looks over at him and just beet red buries her face.
Do I notice he notices this?
That beat right.
I'm gonna offer him, take a tiny sip and you'll see why.
I don't think that's a good idea, Kyle.
You don't know what's going
She's handing you a
on.
black liquor. Or black...
It tastes good, it's not harmful.
I'm
Tiny
just,
sip it.
I'm
I take
gonna,
it.
I'm gonna reach in my bag
Go on,
of
check.
holding for a second and be like, Kyle, I
Oh,
got a
goddamn
whole
it.
bottle of it.
5.
I take the bottle back
You
and
take a
cap
small
it.
sip, and as soon as you're like... So she grabs the bottle quick before you drop it,
I don't want to lose
and
this.
yeah, everything is kind of blurry, and then it pops into almost sharp focus, and as you look over at Xander, you start hearing, she's hot. I want to grab her. Those boobs look so squishy. And more that I'm not going to go into. It's pretty
A lot
perverted.
more.
As you look over at Eris, you hear, oh my god, I can't believe he said that. I can't believe he said that. What the fuck? You know, but no, he didn't say it. He must have thought it because his lips didn't move. And now, at least, Kyle will know if I'm crazy or not.
Kyle
And
looks over at you and says,
And as you look over at the stairway, you see the Kender pulling a mattress down the stairs.
It's a long story. You don't
Kyle
wanna
looks
know.
over at Eris.
Okay, with
You're
the
not
blanket
crazy.
wrapped around
And
his
you
shoulder.
need to leave the fucking room, man.
6 pillows. I grabbed a lot
Can
of
I try
pillows.
to walk out of the room?
You drunk to
Make a
walk.
dexterity check at disadvantage.
I need
Okay.
another
So-
D20.
And you look at her and she's like, this is going to be comfy. I will grab those pillows.
Is she still singing that song? Nope.
So he doesn't
I
make it
steal
out of the
the
room.
mattress.
One.
Now I have a bed. I'm going to steal the pillows. And then I have a bed.
1.
Why am I grabbing a bed? I'm already dead.
But now I'll have a bed.
Just in case.
But at least I'll have a bed.
I'll put my crate on top of it and fold myself up in my crate.
Okay, what?
1.
You go to take a step, and where'd the floor go?
Thump.
Oh,
Xander's not even moving. He's just on the floor.
All of you
Just-
see him take a step up, and you swear it's like he's trying to step up like onto a curb or up onto like a table or something, and then he just puts his weight on the leg, which is like his foot is like at knee level, and then you just watch him go. Ooh.
Is Morrow thinking anything?
She probably went to bed.
Morrow's dead.
Morrow is still outside, rooted. She didn't come in.
Aaron.
No.
Aaron, fellow.
No.
Falling, I can't get up.
I
Come
grab
over
him
here.
by the back of his shirt and pick him up. And
Make a strength check.
You fall over on him.
Oh god, this is turning into a bad enemy moment.
1.
Did you really just not one?
Please tell me that.
So
I'm
now
happy she
they're
falls
entwined
over.
together. That's just.
no, I'm just trying to pick him up.
No,
Okay.
you failed. You failed.
Alright.
You're on the ground with them.
Both of you make a charisma check.
Okay, are they gonna stop fucking?
No.
Like,
7.
22.
Okay. The last thing you hear as you fall on top of him was, "This is wonderful."
No.
As you're thinking to yourself, "This can't be good." As you fall right on top of him.
So are you still looking at me?
I am pretty drunk.
Are you watching this happen?
Not clearly.
You
I
can
am very
see
drunk.
clearly.
I got him drunk.
I understand
really.
that, but you can see
And you're
clearly.
hearing both of their thoughts.
Good, so you hear Xander say, haha, I finally have her on top of me. Not in the right
Now
way.
what do I do?
We have to go.
Okay.
Is Sky still out there missing this hole?
Maybe.
Oh my god.
No, that wasn't Sky.
That's not Sky.
No, I think she left.
Yeah, pretty sure. Alright, so... Yeah.
I'm gonna get up and go to bed.
so now my thing is completely furnished.
So
So-
Kyle does not know what's up, but he's gonna go and outside and
Xander's
Away
just
from
gonna pass
people.
out face down with you on top of him.
then he's gonna call
Is
Curtis
there a dresser?
and tell him that the
Why are you
turn-
calling Curtis drunk?
because he is, goddammit.
Is there a dresser?
Curtis cannot come to the phone right now. Please call during normal business hours or leave a message.
This is drunk
If
Kyle,
this is
right?
an emergency, please contact, and he gives you this weird beep noise, which you recognize, although any other person wouldn't. And it's basically the Reforged that is sitting at the receptionist desk for 24-hour service.
I send back a box with the total card in it.
I look at Kyle. Make sure you tell him that you're not mind broken right now.
She just looks up.
Kyle's
from
very
on
drunk
top.
right now, and you're telling him to be complicated. He just wants to send back the total car. Simple Kyle is being Simple Kyle right now. Let him be Simple Kyle. Because honestly, he doesn't have the coherence to do a
Alright,
voice
before
message.
you go, this is going to be hilarious. I need you to roleplay something. Okay?
Okay.
Kyle wakes up to a message. I think we broke Kyle.
Curtis. Curtis.
I know what
wakes
you
up.
meant.
Curtis gets the message.
Yep.
Okay, I think we broke Kyle. Missed call, missed call, missed call, missed call, missed message, then another message, no subject, with attachment. Do you open up the message?
Aye.
Do you open up the attachment?
Aye.
Do you look inside the box?
Aye.
Inside you see the turtle cart, smashed, covered in blood, and other bits of mud, and
Metal. And
you're not sure what else unless you investigate clearer.
So for the 3 party members that are here,
So,
and Kyle.
the first thing that occurs to you is remembering back to the rogue days where when you were trying to kill someone, you would send like a bloody hand or a bloody finger.
Oh,
We
no.
broke Kyle. We don't know what to do.
You know,
And then
Operation.
after multiple saved messages, you get this bloody turtle cart.
You know, Operation Fuck No Name. It's about to happen without us meaning to.
I threw away the paper for it. It wasn't feasible.
Okay? Now, I'm guessing that Kyle probably thought at this point, okay, to try calling them. And who's the one that Curtis would call first in order to get a straight story?
Kyle.
And if not Kyle,
Xander.
Cynthia.
But Cynthia's not there, and I know that.
Yeah,
No.
he does know
I saw
that.
the bard.
You
We
saw
did
the
tell
bard,
Curtis.
but you guys didn't tell Curtis what was going on.
Well, no, but
And
we-
you know how Cynthia goes off. None of you told him that Cynthia's not traveling with you anymore.
I did. Last session, I sent him a message saying that Cynthia left and we have an annoying ass bard that I want to kill.
Okay, I apologize.
Oh, yeah, you did.
That's right.
I remember specifically because it was a
Okay.
message that everyone was like, "Don't send that to
Okay.
Curtis."
Okay, so immediately Curtis will check with Blue to make sure Kyle's alive, because he knows he can reach Blue with the AI network using Toka.
Kyle is currently unreachable. He is walking around in circles and telling people to stop thinking so loud. You do not, and that he does not want to know about where a certain demon wants to stick something with a certain angel.
Curtis is gonna show up and kick down the fucking door. Please just end the session like that. Please.
There is a large mess here. Many
Come
people
on.
dead.
Curtis can find our location. Just do it. Just do it. You know
And
how
that's where we'll leave it.
satisfying it would be.
That's what
Just say Curtis shows up and kicks down the door.
So now-
See Xander face down with Eris
I know,
on
I
top
got up.
of him.
I tried to at least.
Please.
I don't even know what Curtis would do with this situation.
He
Something
would
on.
be really angry.
I wouldn't be surprised if all of a sudden all of you experience a shitload of agony when he turns your level 4 communicators on to super loud and screams in your ears, "What the fuck are you doing?" Because there's this clone in circles. He gets a turtle back broken with blood.
Okay.
And you guys already destroyed his other car. So yeah, he doesn't even know what the fuck's up.
See you tomorrow.
Sounds good, man.
See you Wednesday.
We shall see you later.
Bye.
Have a good night. And I am ending the stream now.
Bye.
See you later.